Anyway, one quick thing. Today, for your viewing pleasure, you have a real-life Dungeon Master. Look at that. Woo! Do you see me in Twitch?
Where's Twitch?
Not Twitch, sorry.
Hey, what the
Discord.
hell? Discord.
Oh,
there you are.
There you go.
Change. I don't know if I like change, Malcolm. Change scares me.
So there you go.
there.
Real life Dungeon Master. So there we go. Anyway, back into Icewind Dale. So welcome back, everybody. Nice to be playing with you again. So last week you had some issues with goblins. You managed to retrieve a cart. Managed to get the iron ingots back to Bryn Shander, which was great. You were duly rewarded, which is also great. And there were plans to head off to East Haven. So as yet, your mighty unnamed adventuring group, what would you like to do? Oh, by the way, Twitch got lost when you were searching for the iron ingots, but he's met you back inside of Bryn Shander. So everybody is back together. The morning comes, so you're all long rested, so get all your hit points back and all that other good stuff. And yes, mighty unnamed adventuring band. What would you like to do?
Do we know much? Do Cal and actually anyone? Because we're in. Does anybody know much about East Haven?
I would say Cal and Scar would know a little bit about it.
Right.
You would know that it's one of the largest cities, second only in terms of size to Bryn Shander. Good 700 odd people there. One thing that is very complicated politically for all sorts of reasons, and Cal and Scar would know this, is East Haven famously runs a ferry up to these two castles, Care meaning castle. Have I got you on the right map? Yeah, and the ferry service has stopped because the ferry is, quite frankly, trapped in ice. So Care Connig and Care Dinaval are kind of being left to fend for their own, and there's a lot of animosity between these three cities. So that's the most notable thing about East Haven is the East Haven ferry, which travels up Loch Dunashire to Care Dinaval and Care Connig, but it's been landlocked. So, whatever's happening in Care Dinaval and Care Connig, they're really struggling. Even perhaps the most struggling areas in all of the 10 towns. That's what you know about East Haven.
Okay.
Right, so we were going to get ourselves some axe beaks. Now, if we totaled up our money for that, we now, because we've been joined and have got 7 people, we would be slightly short on purchasing 7 axe beaks outright, unless we pulled a little bit of the gold that your characters might otherwise be saving for a rainy day.
How much do we need for another one?
Well, unless we're going to go and do a bit of haggling with the dealers, maybe we could pick up a second-hand axe beak, something rather like that. So I don't know if we've got a wheeler dealer amongst our group here, someone who's persuasive.
Didn't we discover that Twitch and Bugson could ride on one together because they were both small creatures?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
So we didn't need the extra one, so we needed 6, right? For a party
yep.
of 7. Yeah.
So
that
we had
cool, Malcolm?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's correct. Yep, the 2 small characters can ride on one axe beak.
It's a good question though.
Pretty useful to have those 2 rogues together on one to keep them honest.
They disappear and stuff. Do we? That is an interesting question though. Do we have a wheeler and dealer amongst us?
I have proficiency in persuasion. So I could persuade someone that one of, what are they called? Because all I can think of is, okay, all I could think of was Buckbeak. Oh, Harry Potter.
Okay.
Yeah, I could persuade them that one's awfully slower, awfully a lot slower than the rest, and should be discounted. Possibly, if we wanted a discount anyway.
Might as well give it a crack.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's worth
Yeah.
a try.
Agreed.
I want my own
Agreed.
rugby.
You do the talking.
XP.
So we're there now. I'm assuming we're at the stables.
Yep, you wander over to the stables, and you do see not only are there about 10 or so X-Bigs here, there's lots of snow sled dogs and sleds, and a little halfling person comes out to you. And this halfling is covered up in winter gear, and little, you can tell, but just looking at his face, it's a male about 40 years old. There's lots of little cuts and scars on his face. You look at his finger, and it's kind of gone. And you look a bit closer, and you've noticed a lot of missing fingers. But this person from Frostbite, but this person has lost a finger in another way, and one of his eyes is kind of partially closed up as well. He goes, "Hi, our visitors. What can I help you?" Shit! And one of the X-Beaks just picks him, and he gives it a clap around the head. "Get away from me, you miserable shit!" And he kind of shakes his arm again and picks an X-Big. Sorry about that. These X-Bigs are just assholes, really. Stop hitting me, leave me alone. He picks it again and says, sorry about that. My name's JC. What can I help you folks with?
The 6 X speaks. But they seem a little bit rough around the edges. These ones. They seem a little bit aggressive.
Well, they're X-Beaks. I mean, that's what X-Beaks do. I mean, they're good for riding, but you got to show them a firm hand. Otherwise, you might lose a finger. And he holds up his hand with the missing finger. So they'll take you places, but you got to show them a firm hand. Otherwise, you'll just end up picked to death.
How much will we get for 6 X peaks?
Oh, for you, 300 gold pieces, and that's cutting my own throat. Sounds like Terry Pratchett fans in the house.
Yes, there are.
So a few of these look a little bit old and weathered as well.
Oh, by that you mean experienced?
Well, we're wanting to do some traveling.
Well,
Get from A to B and everything, and
well, these miserable bastards will definitely get you from A to B. That's no problem. But yeah, 300 gold pieces.
Do these X?
You can make a persuasion check if you like, Mr. Bugs. First roll of the night. Let's have a look.
not great.
10. You were the people who brought back the iron ingot, right? This was you guys?
Yes, that was us.
Yeah, no. I heard you're so congratulations for that, and I heard you're investigating the murder, so I assume you've brought the murderer to justice by now.
No, that's why we need the X-Beaks to go after this murderer. If you could do the town guard a service and give us a bit of a discount, I'm sure that would be muchly appreciated amongst the council and indeed the business collective.
You can make a persuasion check as well, Albert, but the difficulty class is going to be a little bit higher. Which you're feeding on top of Bugsby. So make a persuasion roll. What's the +4 there? Just out of interest.
He's got a proficiency.
Oh, well, look, even better than Bugsy.
Hey.
Town guard. Tell you what, I'll knock 30 gold pieces off for you. So 270 gold pieces.
How many do we have total? Just for my info?
We've got 6 bloodstones, 50 gold pieces each, so we'd need to either hang them down.
Oh, 2 cents.
I've got 10 silver pieces.
It's 1
The
gold.
six bloodstones is 300, so that's 270.
So we've got enough cash for that. It's just about whether we can haggle them down and keep a bloodstone for ourselves.
I see. Can I intimidate him?
You can try. Make an intimidation check.
Do it. Do it.
Being kind
Alright.
doesn't
Oh,
work.
wait, which one took your finger? Wait. I'll roll an intimidation check.
Yes, that's a good start. How do you intimidate him?
Hey mate, which one took your finger? I'll have that one for free, unless you want to lose the rest.
Oh! Oi, look, I'm an honest place of business. Scar, you need to deal with this. You're a member of the guard, as you said. Very clearly, threats are not to be accepted.
Yeah, Twitch was... Twitch. Settle down, mate.
Alright, you're the boss.
All right. Listen, I don't want to cause any trouble. You're town guards. You're at least helping the things a little bit. I mean, most people here are just, I call it fatalism. They're not doing anything to stop this cold. I mean, they turn up, pray they're not sacrificed in the drawing. You guys have done something, and I respect that. And he kind of looks sidelong at Twitch. All right. 250 gold, but that's as far as I can go. That's throwing in a free axe beak. 250. Done.
6 for the price of 5. What you say, lads and ladies?
Pretty good price. I
That sounds reasonable.
yeah.
I agree.
All right, done deal. Now, what we need to do, over on this main campaign page here, I'm going to put down 6 axe beaks. And these will be your right. And what axe beaks will do mechanically is they'll go twice as fast as your normal axe beaks. So 1, 2.
Just speaking to camera, Malcolm. What's the distance in days to East Haven with X-Peaks?
It would normally take 7.5 hours by foot, but if you take X-Beaks, it's going to half that time.
Oh wow, I totally misread that map.
So, who gets their own X-Beak?
Everyone except for me and Twitch, I think.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the two smallest or the lightest people should share one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds.
So do we? Oh wait, how much do we
Twitch
each
and
weigh?
Bugs. Regardless of what you weigh, it's easy enough. Now, if you want to name your X-Beaks, feel free to do so. Cal, what's your X-Beak's name?
Stripe. He's got a racing stripe.
And the natural plumage, he does have a racing stripe. So we have Stripe. Tarvin?
Fluffy.
Fluffy. Fluffy. Shajai.
Oh god. I'll call mine Tony.
Tony. Like
Very
it.
good.
Malamak. What's your X-Beak's name? You're muted, bud. You're trying to say something.
Yep. If I eventually cast Speak with Animals, I'll ask him his name, but in the meantime, I'm going to go with Shard.
Shard. Nice. Scar.
Axie. He's not very imaginative.
And Bugs and Twitch. You can
Argue that.
Bugs. Can we call him the finger?
The finger.
Yeah.
Yep, sure.
all right.
Just a little bit of reminiscing in his hand.
Okay, so JC, the halfling, with a bit of struggle, she's puts the saddlebags you can see on the X-Beaks. I'll show you a picture of the X-Beaks again. They peck her a few times. They're not nice, but it does work. But you see the pack and stuff that she's put on there, very much like a riding saddle for a horse. And she brings them out and struggles and pulls them back, and they pull back against her. But she eventually gets them out and tied up to like a post outside where they're all relatively happy. Cal, you approach Stripe. How are you approaching Stripe?
Let's see. Slowly at the front with a fist out in front, the way you would present it to like a dog, because that would be in my experience, but not fingers spread.
Okay.
You know how dogs sniff at your hand? What I'm going to go for.
Sure. Make me an animal handling check, please.
Animal handling. Okay.
Thank you.
Please be good. Please be good. 12.
Reasonable. Stripe takes an okay liking to you, and he gives you a few token pecks, but not enough to draw blood, so not too bad. And Stripe does let you get on top of him, so far so good. Tarvin, how do you approach Fluffy?
With my left arm outreached and palm up, and with my other hand reaching for the rein, so I'm coming on diagonally front on, looking him in the eye the whole time.
Animal handling check.
Oh.
Oh, pretty good. And does it even pick you, Tarvin? You seem to have got a bit of a bond. I'm taking notes of all these numbers, by the way. So, be warned. But yeah, Fluffy, Tarvin doesn't pick you, which in Axpic language is love at first sight. Shajaya.
Yeah.
Okay, well, because I have a good, animal handling skills and communication with animals, I know that you actually have to get down on your knees in front of the axe. What are they called? Axe beaks, and put like a bow as a gesture of respect. But that's what I do in front of Tony.
I think since you're a druid as well, you can make that at advantage. Since nature's kind of your thing. So make your animal handling check at advantage. Now, if you remember, advantage means you roll twice and take the highest one. So roll again.
The first one.
Wow.
Yep, you might roll a natural 20 though, which is always better. 23.
Oh, there is always better.
Wow, it seems your approach of showing respect to it is good, and so much so that Tony actually goes down on one knee to make it easier for you to get on to mount Tony. Well done. Malamak, how do you approach Shard?
I also step slowly towards it, bow deeply, but still maintaining eye contact, and then stand up slowly.
Same deal with you, since you're a druid, animal handling at advantage.
Oh!
Natural 20. Nice. So same deal with you. A bond is formed with Shard. Shard does the same thing that Tony did and gets down, makes it easy for you to get on top of him.
I
Scar.
jump on as if I've been doing it my whole life.
And you do it with style. Okay, Scar.
Scar's never been good with animals. He accidentally crushed a puppy with love when he was petting it once. So he was actually holding off to see what the druids were doing, having so much respect for druids. And he attempts to do what they were doing, whispering, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, as he approaches the X-Beak.
Tell you what, to mimic the druids and what they did, why don't you make a performance check, and we'll see how well you imitate what they do. So make your performance check first. See if you can do the appropriate song and dance. Oh, pretty good. So you do a pretty good mimicking of them. I'm going to give you a +4 to your roll. Not with advantage, but +4. So roll your animal handling.
Gonna need all of those.
And +4. 11. Yeah, you don't have the gift of the gift quite as much. So it gives you a few token picks. Doesn't draw any blood.
Ow!
But
Oh.
yeah, Axie is a grumpy bastard. Bugs and Twitch, what are you gonna do?
I take note of the druids as well, and then if he seems to like me, I want to give him some food.
Okay. And Twitch, are you doing anything? Mr. Twitch? Might have lost Mr. Twitch again. Okay, well, let's hopefully Twitch comes back in a second. Bugs, you're offering it some food? What type of food are you offering it? Oh, sorry, Bugs. Bugs, you're offering it food?
Some berries.
Sure.
Dry berries. Yep.
They kind of take a few token picks at the berries, but not really into it. You get the impression this is more of a carnivorous beak. It's shown out by the scars, the recent scars on Scar with his failed attempt. So you can just make me a straight old animal handling.
I want to
check
see
it.
how it takes the food first. So
Does
I'm
it-
just standing back and watching Bugs approach.
I
Sure.
got 11.
Doesn't like the
Can you hear me?
berries.
I'm saying
yeah.
I want to stand back
Yes,
and
Twitch.
watch how it
Yes,
receives
Twitch.
Bugs
I think
first.
there's a delay
See
again.
how the food goes.
Yep, we can hear you. There might be a delay there, but Bugs offered it berries and didn't really like the berries and gives her a few token pecks as she tries to get onto it. So what do you do, Twitch, to try and turn this around?
More of a carnivore, I think.
Hmm.
We lost.
Well, we'll get back to Twitch once... Oh, looks like he's reconnecting or dropped off. Twitch! I think you're back. I think it's good.
I am indeed.
Okay. So what? Yeah. So you saw Bugs
I
try
just
with
missed-
berries
did
and
Bugs,
Mm-hmm.
did Bugs get in with the berries?
No.
No, seems more of a carnivore than a berry
I
lover.
walk. Okay, this is what I do. I walk straight up to it, pull a knife out of my bag, and carve off one of my fingers.
Oh! Oh!
And
Holy
throw
crap.
it, and just feed it one of my fingers.
What?
The entire time, maintaining direct eye contact.
Okay. Well, first of all, for carving off your own finger, you can take D10 worth of damage. So 8 points of damage as you carve off your own finger and blood starts spurting it out. Make me a medicine check as well, Twitch. So medicine check. So you staunch the bleeding, you wrap it up, and you're now known as Twitch the Nine-Fingered. You can absolutely roll at advantage if you like, Twitch. That for the price of a finger. My goodness.
Rolling which at advantage? Animal handling.
Yes.
Here we go. Roll.
22. Pretty good. All right. So Bugs, I don't know how you react to that, but I'm horrified personally. But Twitch is now Twitch the Nine-Fingered.
Just
Um,
gasp and I
I-
look away. They're
I
all-
move. I'm going to move it closer and cast a little healing on him, if that's okay.
Of course.
Staring at him, thinking that he's crazy, and I look him in the eyes like, "Are you mad, man? We need all the health we can get. We're out there." And I cast
3 finger.
cure wounds on him.
Okay, let's roll for that as the healing energy flows into him. So 6 hit points back. Nice.
6 hit points back for you, Twitch.
You just coached me through, so I lost 10 and gained 6. I need 4.
Are you?
Do I type 4 next to my hit points and then click damage?
Yeah,
Lost 8, wasn't it?
you lost 8 and got 6 back, so you're down 2.
All right.
I rolled a
Nice.
d10 and rolled an 8. Maybe that's what you heard. But yeah, I rolled a d10 and I rolled an 8.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, axe beaks in tow. 1 less finger going around. What would you like to do? Head off to East Haven?
I was wondering, I've got a friend who's a sheriff. Maybe he could, he'll have some links for us in East Haven to speak to about this murderer. Maybe we could go visit him. Who, I'm just trying to find where I wrote his name down a little bit off camera. Well, my mate Markham.
Oh, Markham, sure. Just 1 second.
He's the sheriff of... Yeah, I believe. Oh, I know that, yeah.
You do know that. So you head off to you're in Brinshander, but you head off to the town hall, where you see Speaker Duverset Shay. You're ushered up to see her. She's frantically working around trying to balance things out, and very stressed young lady. But you see Sheriff Makram there as well. Sheriff Makram Southwell. Says, good to see you again, Scar. Thanks for bringing back those iron ingots. And the rest of you as well. Bryn Shander owes you a favour. So, respect.
Yeah.
What can I do you for, Scar?
Yeah, we're just, our little party is about to head off to, East Haven to, try and hunt down this, killer. Or at least this perceived killer. You wouldn't have any contacts we could speak to in East Haven who might be able to help us? You or the speaker?
Well, there's Speaker Deneth Wayland, the speaker of the town. He's a good sort. You can trust him. Speaker Wayland. And there's Captain Indra as well. Half-elf. Also good as a day is long. We've got good relations with East Haven. Yeah, speak to them.
All right then. Anything else we should know? Any other happenings regarding the murders, or anything else been uncovered?
No, nothing about the rumors, and nothing about anything related to the murders. And it's a tragedy what happened, but we have people dying practically every day from this cold.
I know, right? I saw a guy cut off his finger today. Have you seen that? You don't want to see that.
Oh, I've seen people do crazy things. I've seen people cut off their fingers and try and cook it up and feed it to the kids. Man, dark times, my friend. Dark times.
Indeed.
Can you roll me a d10, please, Albert?
Where are you, D10? Perfectly average. Consistency, that's what I like.
Tell you what, there's been some problems in East Haven that I've heard about. There's this wizard guy called Dazan. I'll put it in chat there. Dazan, and Dazan's a bit of a nutcase, quite frankly, and he's been accused of killing people, adventuring types like yourself, quite frankly, and the town's had enough of it. And the town militia is planning to burn the wizard at the stake. Now, I hear the captain of the guard, my old mate, says Malcolm checking his notes just quick.
Indra.
Sorry, it's right there in chat. Yes, Imdra. He's looking for some people to maybe help out with that. So have a look to him. I hear he might have some tasks, possibly related to those adventurers that have been missing. May or may not be related to the adventurers that have gone missing, that were killed by Dazan. But have a speak to him. He might have some tasks for you. But yeah, they're planning to burn the wizard in the not too distant future. So yeah, look out for injury. I'm sure he'll have some tasks for you. May or may not be related.
Alright then, so I suppose that's our first stop is Deneth and Indra. Perhaps. Look to Cal. Is there anything else we need to know, you reckon?
No, I think we're good to go. Giddy up, Stripey!
Alright then. Scar's not looking forward to getting back on his XP. I thought I wanted one of these.
As Cal and Scar actually not doing too well with it. Everyone else is pretty good. So Tarvin, Sajay, Bugs, Twitch, you all jump on, no problem. Malamak as well. But Scar and Cal, they let you get on, but not without a few token bites and pecks. And
ow!
They kind of hiss at you as in an ostrich type way as well. But everyone else, Fluffy, Tony, Shard, and the Finger, all pretty good. But you jump on your X-Beaks, and you you start heading across the plain, across the Eastway to East Haven. The weather's relatively good. You can see around you. And the Eastway is really easy to follow. So you make your journey, making good time with the X-Beaks. There's a few disapproving pecks from those who weren't great handling the animals. But for the most part, it's pretty good. The X-Beaks get into a rhythm, and they just know, they're pack animals. That's what they're trained to be. You get to the crossroads. You need to keep heading east. So you push on through the relatively nice weather. Of course, relatively nice. The snow is still snowing. It's still dark. I mean, not only they haven't seen a spring, they haven't seen an open sky for nigh on 2 years now. So if there's anything you'd like to say or do along the way to East Haven, now would be your chance.
I want to tell my ex-speak what such a good boy he is.
He kind of scratch him behind the neck, and he kind of shakes it off a little bit, and yeah, you're breaking the stereotypes of what X-Speaks are and do. So well done. Anybody else?
Scar sees. Oh,
Sorry, carry on,
no,
Scar.
my bad. Oh, well, Scar sees what Bugsy just did and attempts to do the same with whatever degree of success Scar might do.
Make an animal handling check.
Okay.
Come on, roll low.
Yay! Ah!
It gives you a quick pick on the finger, and you take 1 hit point of damage.
You are not a good boy.
And a little blood's dripping off
Take
your
everything
scale.
back.
Oh, finger! Did I say finger? I apologize. It picks you on the claw, and a little bit of your dragonborn
Indeed.
blood and goes off.
Are you even a boy? I don't even know.
I couldn't comment.
Maybe you don't like. Maybe he doesn't like your name.
Gender.
Yeah, they're gender fluid creatures. There we go. Shajai, you want to try something?
I was just going to see if there was anything around us that we needed to be aware of.
Sure, absolutely. I'm going to say since the weather is merely bad and not terrible, you can make me a straight perception check, Shajaya.
Okay.
You look around. You see the odd traveller going back between East Haven and Bryn Shander. You do see that this forest here, where it's a forest. but nothing much of note. You don't see any big game, no elk or moose or anything like that. So the way looks
Okay.
pretty clear.
Okay.
So after maybe about three-ish hours, you make your way to the town of East Haven. And one thing you immediately noticed is this entire harbour here is completely frozen over. You recognize this scar and claw as the East Haven Ferry, and it is very, very thoroughly ice-locked. But you arrive in there. What would you like to do?
We need to go to the stables and tie up these axe beaks.
Okay, easy enough to do. So you head over the stables. There's a free hitching post there. No one complains when you tie it up. You hear a bit of a commotion coming from over here, which is the town square. People shouting and yelling. What would you like to do?
Oh, I think we should go check it out.
Yeah,
Yes.
agreed.
Right,
Follow the
Scott.
noise.
Yes,
Okay.
let's.
Follow the others.
It could be the burning of that wizard.
Let's stay very aware as we go check this out.
Okay, so you scoot your way through there, and right on the edge of town, as someone suspected, you do see I have some art for this. If you give me just a second. You do see you come across this fairly horrific sight. So there's a whole crowd of people all dressed in various cold weather clothing. And obviously some type of public execution here. You suspect, fairly certainly this is Dazan, the person who's been killing adventurers like yourself. And members of the militias are using torches to light the straw underneath him and around his feet. And he just catches on fire, and he doesn't really seem to mind. He's caught on fire. There's no screaming. There's no yelling. But he's quickly engulfed in flames. And rather oddly, or rather desperately, people actually go towards the figure of this burning man. They rub their hands together, and they're using this human bonfire, eager to feed its warmth.
Oh, it's fun.
With the ease of it, I think that Malamak will be a bit confused seeing someone not suffer during that time. Is he able to sort of watch it quite closely as this man is not suffering at all?
Sure, you can make an insight check as if you try and read up why he's not doing this and what his emotions might be. Yeah, make an insight check.
This is strange.
Pretty much. I mean, you try to look at his face and features, but he's doing a Raiders of the Lost Ark thing. His face is just melting away, so hard to get a read. Yeah.
So he actually is getting consumed by the fire.
Oh yeah, he's very much burning. Yep.
But he's not flailing around or screaming.
Nope.
Okay. Well, we don't even know.
He
if
was definitely the
actual-
murderer of the adventurers.
He could have been. We need to talk to Indra, I think.
What were the
Must be-
results of that insight check?
Trying to get a
nothing.
read
7.
on why he was not reacting well, and a read wasn't good. Like maybe he was smiling, maybe he was angry, maybe he was resigned, but with a roll of 7, nothing.
I've got quite high insight and I can have a look.
Sure,
Yeah, good idea.
absolutely.
See what happens.
Perhaps we all should.
Terrible roll. All right.
Same thing. Yeah, anybody else would like
Yeah,
to make it? I
Tarvin.
think it would be appropriate for you to make an insight check. Make me an insight check.
Such bad rolls.
Yeah, Tarvin.
Scar's leaning in to see if he can smell burnt flesh.
I got a 12.
Bugsy,
Shazia.
no idea.
23. There we go.
Scar, not. Shajai, you do notice something with your 18. Wow, rolling really well tonight. So far, anyway, Shajaya. Just before his face thoroughly gets consumed. I mean, you guys are too late to save him. He's well alert. I notice a smile on his face, but it's not like a laughing smile. It's more like a half smile, a half smirk. And he's not registering any pain.
Uh-oh.
So he's smirking.
It's definitely magic at work here.
I feel like this is actually not his death. It might be the death of his body, but because he's a wizard, it may be that it's a trick on his part in some way.
I can do things.
I think we need to look into this a bit further. Perhaps do we know for a fact that the wizard is human? Perhaps he'd become something else.
Well, he was a half elf, wasn't he?
Okay, sorry.
No. The half elf was Imdra.
Oh.
This is definitely a human.
Oh. Well, I know my knee sometimes plays up when I get a bit of magical sense. I don't have much of thing. Can I make a bit of an arcana check here to see if there's something magical going on?
Sure.
Am I getting the swollen knee?
Yeah, your knee's cold, a bit stiff, but you're not sure what magical things are going on here, if anything.
A little tingle?
No tingle.
Anyone else got high arcana, high intelligence?
I think that's
Crickets.
Anyone else?
yeah. No one.
Oh, my Arcana's +3.
There we go.
Okay, that should be right. There we go.
Bugsy, you look closely at it, and it just appears to be a man on fire. Nothing special about it. And you pick up what Shajaya said about the smirk. And you know that wizards often have copies of themselves. So this might be a copy of Dazan, or it might be Dazan itself. You don't know. But you think maybe there's something to do with this. Wizards often make copies of themselves. So that's what you get with the Arcana 22. You don't think there's anything magical going on here per se, but you do recall that sometimes magic users make copies of themselves as a backup. And maybe that's what's going on here.
Well, that needs worth looking
Yeah,
into.
especially if he's not seeing worried when he's about to die.
I say we go find the sheriff.
Is there any half elves amidst the gathered?
You're looking for the
who
sheriff.
Look important.
You're
half
looking for the sheriff.
captain.
That would be me. As this half elf dressed in a tailored coat. It's a lot nicer than a lot of the rags people are wearing, with a nice fur hat. And she introduced herself. So if you're looking for the sheriff, that's me. I'm Captain Imdra Algarath. What can I help you with?
We hear about a murderer who I think is on your bike over there. What are they called?
Steak.
On the pyre, you mean?
Yep, that's what I mean.
Well, Dazan was his name. He's definitely a wizard. I mean, quite frankly, this is as very much as close as an open and shut case there is. People like yourself, I mean, I do recognize you, Cal and Sky, but I don't recognize the rest of you. But as everybody knows, no one's asked a lot of questions about your past, but he killed people. There's no question about it. Open and shut case. He didn't even have the decency to deny it. He basically said, yes, that was me. And kind of not so much to punish him for the crime, but to make an example of him. You just can't go around killing people. So normally we might have locked him up and thrown away the key, but we're making an example of this idiot. So, he killed people. He admitted to it. We burned him, and quite frankly, I'm upset that he's not screaming It's not
But
nearly
about
as
the
if-
screaming, I have a feeling that him being a wizard, he may have made a copy of himself.
Well, shit. I hope you're wrong, but if he shows up again, I don't know. I mean, it was hard to find him normally because he would disguise himself in various different, he's a halfling at one time, an owl, a half-orc. There's only some
Have
very
you thought-
careful investigation that we actually found him.
Have you thought that maybe he let you find him just to throw you off the trail as a copy version of himself?
He didn't. Once we found him, he was very compliant. But as I said, he wandered round as an elf, as a halfling, not wanting to be found. But when we had him cornered, he was very compliant at that point. Said, yes, you caught me. He wasn't upset when we decided that an execution was in order. And as you see, he's not bothered by it. And if there's another copy of Dazan, well, I'll inform my militia that we need to keep an extra close eye around East Haven.
Sheriff,
Indra. Sorry.
do you mind if I ask, Sheriff, where did you find Dazan when you captured him? Where was this?
He was actually in the White Lady Inn, is where we found him. His disguise was magical, but we paid as close attention to as many people as we could. At the time, he was a halfling, and we suspected that was him. So we had one of my militia go and kind of wave a hand casually above this halfling's head. And one thing with the disguise, it's magical, doesn't change your height. So when he waved the hand above the halfling's head, it just clonked into what would have been the guy's chest. And at that point, we had him.
Excuse me, can I ask one question, please?
Of course.
Before you put the wizard to death by fire, did he have any final requests?
No, none at all. As I said, very
Nothing.
compliant, didn't request anything, didn't resist.
Interesting.
I mean, normally, we have burned people before, not for pre this endless winter. It has happened. They kick and they scream and they do everything possible. They beg for forgiveness as the fires are lit. Now, this guy, I don't know, maybe he's just a nutcase, but wasn't upset by it.
It just feels a little bit too simple, don't you think,
Yeah.
Imbra? As officers of the law, between you and I, it just feels a little bit too simple. Then there's no screaming, and then my mate Bunny Rabbit here tells you about this whole thing about people who can double themselves and such. It just doesn't smell right between you and me, right?
I couldn't agree with you more. Something's off.
Where did he live?
He lived just at a house not that far away from here. We could take you to the house if you like, but and it was pretty much a desk and a chair and a bed.
Was he staying at the White Lady Inn when you caught him, or was he just there for drinks?
There for drinks.
So what made you go there to investigate? Was there a tip?
We're getting desperate, quite frankly. As I said, 4 people. There was an elf, 2 humans, and a half-orc. And
Did they have any connection to each other?
yeah, they were like you guys, hanging out together. And then one died, then the next one died, then the next one, then the next one.
And who were these people that he killed?
Oh, let's see. I can't remember. Let's see. The human was someone named Abidi. The half-orc one was called Varus. One was called, what was his name? Aaron was the other one, and the half-orc was named what was his name? Grunt, I think he went by, was his nickname. BD, Varus, Aaron, and Grunt.
Were these victims connected in any way, you know?
Yeah, they're an adventuring party like you guys, looking to sort fame and fortune. And been in town.
When you locked him, up to kill him, did he, and he was compliant, did he give any reasoning on why he killed those people specifically?
So the first question I asked him, and he didn't give any reason, and we couldn't pry it out of him.
And I ask one thing. Does he have any connection with Torga or Sefik? Was he ever seen talking with that travelling salesman?
With this, the captain rubs his stubbly chin. He's a half elf, so he's got a bit of a chin. No, nothing with Torga's travelling caravan, or not sure who the Sefik character is, but Torga, she comes through every now and then, and no connections that I know of.
When was she last through here?
6-7 days, maybe?
And do you know which way she was heading when she left?
Well, I know this is not going to be especially helpful to you, but there's only one way out of East Haven, and she headed west. So if you're looking to find her, maybe Ciar Dinaval, Ciar Connig, Goodmead, Dugan's Hold. But quite frankly, just between us here, don't go to Ciar Dinaval. Don't go to Ciar Connig. I mean, they've been pissed off at us ever since we stopped sending supplies down via the East Haven ferry. And I wouldn't be surprised if they've all just kind of turned on themselves at this point, because you used to stay away from them. So I'm going to say she almost certainly went to Goodmead or Dugansol, but stay away from Ciar Dinaval and Ciar Connig. Bunch of inbreds, if you ask me. Still well clear.
We also heard a rumour back in Bryn Shander that halfling had been killed as well prior to these murders. Or was that the same murder?
Well, I mean,
A halfling trapper, if I remember correctly, we was told.
yeah, a halfling trapper. That's right. I mean, I'm in contact with Bryn Sharon on a fairly regular basis, and we heard about the murder there. The dwarven glassblower. A bit of a scoundrel too, from what I remember. But yeah, the halfling seemed to be killed in a similar way. Some type of ice dagger to the heart. Didn't happen long after the sacrifice. I mean, we do sacrifice people here in the same way that Bryn Shander does. And I'm all for that, quite frankly. Anything that could appease Ariel is fine by me.
Guy's biting his lip.
Mullamak hums lowly in a
Okay. Tell you what.
Do you know where his... yep.
Where else? Oh, sorry. Where else do they do these sacrifices?
The big towns, which would be Bryn Shander, Targos, and East Haven. I mean, the other ones sacrifice heat or food, typically knucklehead trout. I mean, what else are they going to sacrifice, am I right?
Knucklehead.
But anyway, this, with old Abidi, Varys, Aaron, and Grunt, I was actually hoping to line them up for a little bit of help. You guys, well, you're larger in number, if nothing else. So if you're interested, I might have a little job for you to do.
Do we get paid for it?
Not in gold, but I did confiscate something from Dazan just before he died. We showed it to a local practitioner of the arcane arts, and they identified it as a spell scroll of Fireball. So if you do this task for me, the spell scroll is yours.
What's the task?
Well, 4 fishermen went missing on Lake Dinishire about a 10-day ago. Now, the coastline is hard to sail along because of the ice floes, but savvy anglers prefer it. Now, there are fewer competing fishers from the other lake towns there. I mean, Kirkonig and Dinnerval, to say the least. So avoid them as best we can. But what I'm going to need is someone to scout the coastline and search for them. As I said, if you bring back proof of their death, which I suspect, or even bring them back alive, then this spell scroll of Fireball is yours. And just anybody can use this spell scroll of Fireball, and you'll cast Fireball.
Okay.
Which, just out of interest, it will do 8d6 damage to whatever it hits, and it explodes in a 20-foot radius. So there you go. You could do 30 damage. I said a 20-foot radius. So
Is it a single use?
single use.
Yeah.
And if you're up against something that is vulnerable to fire as well, you can double it.
It's without doubt the classic area of effect spell in Dungeons and Dragons. Yep. So what do you think? Search the lakeshore for me?
I think it's a good idea. What do you guys think? I think it sounds good.
Does anybody want to go look at that dead wizard's house before we leave town?
Yeah, I think there's a few things we should do in town first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I reckon we should definitely do it while we head up the coast when we do.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That scroll looks good.
All right. So, good luck. I hope to see you again. But yeah, if you could find that would be good. And you want to know the Dazan's house? Sure. And he points you over to a house. As I said, it's not that far away. Okay, this one here, just off the center of the town square. And by this time, people have stopped. The pyre has died down. Nothing but ashes left and a few charred bones. And the heat's gone.
Are we
out
able
of it.
to, just as people are going, Mullamuck walks up to the ashes and sort of puts a stick in. It's a bit of ash, and he sort of flicks through it to see if there's anything particularly out of the ordinary in the ashes.
Make me an investigation check. You sift through the ashes. Nothing much of note. His robes have burned away. There's nothing left of his robes. And just a few charred bones, really.
Okay. I rejoin the group.
Oh, did the way he killed the people, did it seem ritualistic of any kind? Like, not necessarily for the gods, but maybe for... Yeah.
Generally shot to death with magical type things. Like, people who saw the deaths reported like 3 little missiles shooting out and thok, thok, thok. Right in the heart, and they fell instantly. That's pretty much how he killed each one of them. Nothing ritualistic. I mean, they were left he left them where they lay. So I wouldn't say there's anything ritualistic about it.
No.
Captain Indra, has his house been searched yet? The wizards?
Yep, that's the first thing we did.
All right. And you've got the key?
It's unlocked. We left it unlocked.
Lovely.
Oh.
Thank you, Sheriff. We can take it from here.
Okay. And it goes back about his business. And you head over to Dazan's house. It's a fairly one-story dwelling. It's got a window and a door on the front. So the door's swinging slightly in the wind. What would you like to do?
Were you able to sort of look for, as we enter, like, Mullamuck sort of wants to look for any sort of magical traps or something? I don't know, like, is he just checking for anything potentially dangerous?
Oh, I can search for traps. I'm a rogue.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
If that's better.
Yes.
It certainly will be, I think.
So you can make an
Just
investigation,
perception, right?
Perception
investigation.
I was going to finish. Investigation or perception. Up to you.
Okay, sorry. Thank
you. You get down on your paws, Bugs, and has a look around, and
that's sniffing.
Pretty sure it starts sniffing as well. Yep. you're convinced there's no traps. And inside, as you see, there's a desk, a chair, and a bed, and not much else. It's very sparsely decorated.
I want to.
Sorry.
I was just thinking of searching for like a hidden room or a hidden door or anything like that.
Okay. I suspect everybody wants to do that, so everybody who wants to have a look around, just make an investigation check. See if you can spot anything out of the ordinary.
Oh, I found some white powder around outside.
I'm outside with you.
Nice. Oh, not Malamak, nice. Shajaya, are you having a look?
Well, I was thinking, could I do perception, or does it
Sure.
have to be investigation?
Sure. You can do perception.
Okay, I'll try perception. Oh.
This is me waiting for Shajaya to say something.
Well, it really
Starts with
doesn't
a
look
G.
very...
Starts with a G.
Guidance.
Guidance. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to give it to you this time since you were too late, but you could have rolled a D4 on top of that. Anytime you're looking for something
sorry.
or questioning people. So,
Okay,
there's a reminder, but
I'll
you won't
add-
get it this time.
I'll add that to my notes.
Yeah.
My insight useful here, Malcolm?
What's that, sorry?
Is high insight useful in this situation?
No. Insight is reading people, and there's no people to read.
I see. Got it.
Tarvin's got high perception as well.
I got a 20 for that investigation.
You all have a
Aye.
thorough look around Darzen's chamber. You go to the desk. There's not even drawers on a desk. It's more like a table. The chair, there's a straw mattress on the bed, and maybe Bugsy gets in there with a dagger and opens up and ruffles around inside the hay and inside of the mattress. You just come up with everybody, a plain old nothing. It's the plain room, featureless.
I guess it makes sense that he wouldn't leave anything here in the middle of town. I am suspecting that he might have had a second hideout somewhere outside of town.
Did we know what the other adventurers were doing? Sorry, this is Gerald
Oh,
talking to the group.
Perhaps they've stumbled upon the wizard in his second hideout.
Oh, where did we ask where the murder actually took place? Where it actually took
I
place?
think we neglected to do so.
Sorry, lads. Do we know the motivation
No.
of the killing, other than they were adventures?
No, we can only surmise it.
Probably should have
Say
asked that.
anything about that. I did ask why he got
Oh,
there.
okay.
They didn't get an answer out of him.
Right.
Yeah, they're not sure what the captain's not sure what the motives are. And the only thing that are connecting with them is they're an adventuring group, much like yourselves.
Should we go and speak with the speaker of the town at the town hall, Dennis?
Sounds like a good idea.
Sure.
Let's do it.
So you wander over to the town hall. It's a two-level thing. There's this level and above level, and you see someone who's giving orders to people around in this kind of atrium to this town, and it's a human. You suspect this is Speaker Daneth Whalen. He sees you approach and gives you a curt nod, and just goes back to his business.
Speaker Danif, Captain Imbro suggested that we go looking for some fishermen, and has also been having some issues with that wizard, Dazan. I was wondering if you had any thoughts on either of these two matters.
I mean, if you could look for the fishermen, of course, that would be very much appreciated, Captain Scar. I'm trying my best here. I'm sure you can understand it, but these are very difficult times.
Indeed, you look very busy. He meant
yeah,
that.
I mean, I mean, the trade with Keir Connig and Keir Dinaval has dried up, so that income's gone for us. I mean, they're not too happy about it either. But yeah, if you could find these fishermen and bring them back alive, God's willing. I don't think you will be able to, but God's willing, you can find them alive, or bring them back any proof that of their demise. That would at least provide closure to the family. But yeah, I mean, that would be great. And Dazan the Wizard, I mean, I was there at the execution. That guy's a nutcase. My goodness. Pleased to get rid of him, quite frankly. Killing people, not even have the common decency to scream as he's being burnt. Unbelievable.
Did he say anything at the execution or nothing at all?
Nothing. I mean, people usually scream and kick. They're about to be burned alive, but very, very compliant.
I don't suppose you heard where the group of adventurers that he killed, where the bodies were found?
Scattered all over the place. I mean, when the first one died, they thought, we should move to a different place, and they moved to a different place and then died there. And the final one was in the White Lady Inn, which is actually where we eventually caught Dazan as well.
Maybe we should go check out the White Lady Inn as well.
Yeah.
Right, was that all over the town or all over the landscape?
All over the town.
Okay.
Well, I feel like I could do with an ale.
I think
And
so too.
it is getting towards the end of the day as well. I mean, it took you 4-ish hours to get here, and you've been talking and going around. So you feel free to
We
head
will
out
need a
into the
place
nighttime.
to stay as well.
We should look for a room to stay tonight, too.
Oh, speaker, just before we leave, have you had... we're on an investigation of our own, which is what initially brought us here. And the names escape me. Hence, Scar turns to the others. We're looking for what's his name? What's his name?
Sifik.
Ifik and
Torga.
It's Olga.
Icefane. Torga Icefane.
Got no idea who the Sefik
No.
Caltro character is, but Torga, yeah, she comes sells her wares. I mean, it's kind of an unspoken secret that she steals stuff from previous towns and comes here and hawks her stolen wares. But she's found her niche and is selling. She was here less than a 10-day ago, that's for sure. Headed off west, but maybe she went back to Bryn Shander. Maybe north, maybe south.
We would have passed her.
And I told her not to go north because we don't have good relations, shall we say, with the two Kiers. Try her in Goodmead if you're looking for her. Dugan's Hole.
I'm thinking as well, because of my background, what if I talk to some of the unkindly folk in the shadows and see what they know about any of this?
Sure.
What does that mean?
Yeah, the other like thieves and things.
Oh,
Is there a thieves guild here?
Don't know if there's the thieves guild, but there's always people lurking in the shadows watching what's not supposed to be.
Yeah, you can tap into the.
I'll pretend I heard none of that.
Yeah, I see the ability you're trying to do there, Bugs, and absolutely you can do that.
Cool.
Okay, so why don't we say while everybody is heading off to the White Lady Inn, Bugsy is going to do some questioning around town.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to take you a good hour to get around there. Make me an investigation check if you like.
Investigation, yes, please. That was not a good one.
Okay, you do tap in to the, shall we say, criminal underground, and you ask a few questions about Torga Ice Vein and the same information you've gotten before, that she's sells stolen goods. It's an unwritten rule.
Would I be able to persuade someone to
To
telling me? Yeah.
So you can make a persuasion, but it's going to be at disadvantage since your investigation was so low.
That's not good.
That's a bad start.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh dear. You don't twist any arms,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Alright.
But you do learn one piece of information, though. It's not directly related to the murders, Sepulcro or Torga Ice Vein, above what you do know. But the guy you meet has just come back from Kier Dinaval. And he tells you that in Kier Dinaval... Oops. The town speaker has gone missing for a long time. Like, no one has had any contact with the town speaker for a long time. And you know that every month or so, all the town speakers get together and, you know, talk politics. So it's odd that he's been so absent. Now, rumors have it that Speaker Kranich, which is his name, has fallen ill. So that's the speaker of Kiridinaval. But also above that, some odd characters, some cloaked figures have come at all hours of the day, like morning, night, evening. They're constantly entering and leaving the castle at odd hours. So in summary, the speaker hasn't been seen. It is said that he's fallen ill, and some rather mysterious figures keep on coming and going through the castle at odd hours. And that's what you...
Could I ask them about the cauldron that we were looking for as well?
Make me an insight check.
Okay. Mine's not very good. 7. I'm not doing well with my rolls today.
Bad luck.
Switch into roleplay. So this shady guy you find, we'll say, in the other tavern. There's 2 taverns in East Haven. So inside of the Wet Trout.
Cauldron, you say? What's this cauldron about? What's it do? What are you after a cauldron for, love?
Oh gosh, what were we after the cauldron for again? We hear that it's of great value.
Yeah? And where is this
Yeah.
cauldron?
We just heard rumors of it in East Haven, but we don't know where its specific location is, unfortunately.
Oh, that's interesting. And
Do
what's
you know
so
any?
special?
Have you?
Is it made of
Do
gold
you know
or
anything
something?
about this?
Is it made of gold? What's it do?
Out of character, I did tell you that this cauldron could magically produce food enough to
that's
feed
right.
an entire town. 3 square meals a day, in fact.
So what's this cauldron do, my furry friend? What's so special about it? Is it made of gold or something?
Something like that. It's just got enough. It'll produce enough meals for a whole town.
Oh, really? You don't say. And where is this
Have you heard
cauldron?
anything? Told you I don't know. Do you know? So you don't know anything about this at all?
I know, but a cauldron, you say? Interesting. Interesting. Well,
Do you know anyone who might know about this?
nope. But
No contacts or anything.
no context, but it's interesting, miss. Yeah, cauldron.
She's a good day to... Sorry, I keep on calling Bugsy Miss. My apologies.
A good day to you, my furry friend.
And he leaves you, and he goes to another table and starts talking to his friends. And every so often they give you a sidelong glance in your direction.
They gonna look for the cauldron.
Maybe if your insight was better, you might have picked up on that, but you just gave away that there's a cauldron out there that's very, very valuable.
That's right. No one knows where it is.
And our camera will switch back to the White Lady Inn. So while Bugs is out there investigating, tapping into the underground. Yeah. So you're ordering. Saw somebody ordering some knucklehead trout.
Yeah.
Some
Knucklehead
beer.
trout, my favourite.
Thanks.
And a milk.
It's the only thing I eat. And also, I guess we're just keeping an ear at the conversation going on around us, the various conversations with the locals, and see if anything we can make out anything interesting.
Okay, just a sec. Gotta do one thing quickly.
Does the food and beer cost us?
Also, I set you back a silver piece.
Each?
A silver piece altogether.
Oh.
Who's got this one?
I'll get it.
Around.
Okay, fair enough. You take it.
Are you doing it from the group, Kitty? Thanks, Cal. You're a trustworthy dwarf.
Anchor my milk into his jug. Agreed.
Done.
We should maybe stay here tonight, depending on what we've just been travelling for 7.5 hours.
Maybe let's go talk
Get
to
a room in this inn.
the barkeeper and see how much rooms cost.
Okay, sorry, I was just doing some technical things behind the scenes for a sec. Just to let you know about this. It's a musty old inn. It's called the White Lady Inn, and you listen around for rumors, and you
Hear about a cauldron.
you do not hear about a cauldron. But lots of people are gossiping and going back and forth. Why don't Mr. Cal Axfeld roll me a d10?
D10. Bang. 4.
4. You hear another a whispered rumor about goings on in the 10 towns. This is another one about the castles, but this one is about Kirkonig, the one kind of very isolated out to the north of the 10 towns. And you hear that the local establishments are beset by vandals, and the thieves that skulk about are unseen. Like, people have seen tracks leading away from Kirkonig, but they've seen the footprints form in the sand, but no actual person there. So some type of invisibility has gone on. And the town speaker, a dragonborn named Torvis, would really use some help catching the interlopers. Trovis. That's what you overhear in there.
Well, shall we have a sleep and then look for these, venture out into the lakeshore and search for these missing fishermen?
I would like to ask the innkeeper some questions about the wizard and how one of the bodies was found there. Any useful information he might be able to tell us just before we head off to bed.
Okay. The barkeep comes back with your orders. There you go. 1 silver piece. Is there anything else?
Oh yes.
No. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. We understand that the wizard that was just burned in the town centre, Zan, is that his name? I
Design,
understand
yeah.
he was captured here.
Oh, yep, that's right. Trying to come off as a halfling. Little shit.
And I believe that one of the people he killed, that happened here too.
Yeah. I was the last of the lot of them. A half-orc fella. Just 3 magical missiles. Just thuck, thuck, thuck. Thumped him into the chest and he fell to the ground. Dead as a
You see it
doornail.
happen?
Yeah, I did. It wasn't pleasant.
Do you know why the wizard killed him?
Well,
In your opinion?
Well, in my opinion, I don't know. I mean, those adventurers, I mean, they were together, they were friends. Maybe they knew something. I don't know.
Were any of them staying here? Were they staying here?
Yeah, the half-orc was Grunt, I think his name was. He was staying here at the time. The
Would we
others-
be allowed to check out his room?
Sure, why don't I rent you one of the rooms for the night?
Good idea.
Alright, how
So
many
then
rooms? There's 7 of you,
and
so
you-
we'll say 1.5 gold for rooms for the night. 1 gold, 4 silver. 5 silver.
Sure thing.
Alright.
Is it your opinion that the wizard was hunting these adventurers down, one by one?
Yes. And that's what he did. I don't know why, but that's the only thing that connects them.
Did you overhear Grunt or any of the other adventurers talking about their latest little mission, let's say? Whatever they're doing.
Well, they did mention something at one stage. They mentioned about something to do with the Netherese. I don't know what the Netherese are. They did talk about the Netherese a lot. If anybody who thinks they might want to know about the Netherese, they can make me a history check.
History.
Yeah, so is it okay? Would it be something I would have heard about with my background?
Sure.
Don't worry about it.
From up-
Somebody's good with the books, Shajara.
Charge.
Shajaya.
Read a book once.
Shajaya.
This would definitely be up your alley, Shajaya, so make a history check.
But she already
I
has
did.
before.
I did.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
Oh.
How did that come up?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I see it now, sorry. Yeah. Oh, natural 20. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, Shajaya. Wow, nice. The Netherese is an ancient empire. Like, goes back thousands and thousands and thousands of years. It's still possible to find a Netherese person, but it's very, very rare. Basically, they rose to become possibly the greatest magic users known to the entirety of the Sword Coast, at least, which is basically where you guys are along the western part of this continent. And they were hugely magical, so much so that they had their cities and they were floating around, like literal cities floating around in these clouds. And because they were so successful at magic, their decadence was off the chart. They liked partying, all the cares were taken care of, and the people who were interested in research would just keep on adding to their magic over and over again. But at some stage, the rumors say they got either too arrogant and played with magic that was too powerful even for them, or perhaps they were so powerful that they started challenging the gods themselves. Rumors have it both way. Either they dipped into magic that was too powerful for even them, or they tried to take on the gods themselves, and the gods gave them a backhanded slap. Their cities crashed to the ground, and that was the end of the Netherese Empire. And that's what you learn with a natural 20 for a 24 Charge Silverbird, the historian and sage.
Yeah, so they spoke about the Netheries, but I don't know what the fuck that is.
Shajai, what did you know about the Netheries? I assume she shared, Shajai shared that info?
Oh my gosh.
You've got one of
Isn't
those
that
looks
just
on
what-
your faces that suggests you know something.
Oh, okay. Isn't that just what we were told, or is it?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you shared that, that's all.
That's what Shajaya knows.
Well,
Does Shajaya relay that
yeah.
information?
Yes,
The group?
I'm sorry. Yes, I do. Sorry, I'm a bit slow tonight, guys. Yes,
So let's just assume Shajaya
I do
says-
relay it to you.
So let's just say Shajaya says exactly what I just said. Magic Empire got arrogant, cities crashed to the ground. Thousands of years ago.
Hearing this story, Scar's eyes light up and he's like, do you know if any of these cities might have fallen around here then?
I got no idea, mate.
Oh, he's saying that to Shah.
Well,
she has no idea.
Oh.
I mean, they
It did
roamed
disappear.
they roamed all over the place, like along the Sword Coast, much to the south of here. Like, I don't have a map, unfortunately, but if you look at Icewind Dale, like, there is the spine of the world. If you go south of that, you find the big cities like Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter. Basically, the majority of civilization is to the south of Icewind Dale, and the Netheries were all over the place.
Right.
And you said, although it's rare, there are rumoured to be some descendants of the Netheries still around,
Yep, they're called the Netheril.
but very rare.
Yep, you've never come across them. No one's, in fact, come across a Netheril.
Okay.
What distinguishes them? How do they look? They look different too?
According to Shajaya, is varied. Actually, mostly elves, because elves are very good at studying magic over hundreds and hundreds of years. So predominantly elves, just because they live so long, and if you want to study magic, city of the Netheries were the things to do it.
Well, I reckon after we have a bit of a nap, a long rest here, maybe somebody will get a few hit points back, and hopefully their finger will grow back. I reckon if we head around the lake, we're going to end up somewhere heading towards Dinnervale anyway, which might be a next port of call anyway for searching for Torga and Sefik.
Yeah.
And we could find these guys on the way.
Yeah, the fisherman.
Find the fisherman.
Excuse me.
What? Sorry.
Excuse me. Did you like my music?
Hello?
Music.
This
Oh,
little
it's lovely.
halfling character come up who's dressed very colourfully. He's a colourful character, and he was the guy who's playing the music in the background. And he comes up to you, this little guy dressed brightly and oddly so. I mean, grey is definitely the predominant colour around here. I said, did you like my music? It's pretty nice, wasn't it? Tips are accepted.
Happy to buy a drink for the Gleeman.
Of course. Silvers are
and
appreciated, but gold shines
Scar will
just a
do
little
that.
bit brighter. How much do you drop it?
Scar offers to buy him a drink.
Oh, fantastic! And he gets up on the stool. It's slightly odd because his chin's kind of at the table level, but a drink of the local ale comes across. You're a pleasant fellow. Thank you very much. I mean, I would have accepted a copper, but a drink, fantastic. And actually, you heard you talking, and you seem like a curious lot. I might have. Tell me, are you? And he tries to get a gauge around you, looking you each in the eye, scratches his head. Actually, I'm living in a
I'm hoping to tap into the unknown, the spooky. Now, I don't know if you know about it, but do you know the legend of the White Lady that this fine establishment is laid after? Are you familiar with the White Lady's tale? And before you have a chance, he starts. Rumor has it, I take it as a fact though, the ghost walks across Lake Denishire, haunting the spot where her rich husband drowned. Now, the White Lady's husband was a miser. Wouldn't tip a decent halfling bard a copper if it killed himself. Now, rumor has it that he was out on the lake burying his treasure when his boat capsized and he fell to his sunken grave. Or perhaps it was the fright of seeing his dead wife that caused him to capsize the boat and overdrown. Either way, I am certain that this man's treasure lies at the bottom of the lake, waiting for some intrepid explorer to find it. But I think I have a way of contacting the White Lady. A little seance, shall we say. If you curious folks would like to join me in this seance, reach out to the White Lady and see what we can discover.
Malamak does not trust him and wants to...
Sounds like a scam.
It sounds like a scam to Malamak.
Malamak
Who
can
would like
insight.
to-
Anybody else who wants to insight as well?
I'm gonna
Oh, I
insight
like-
that.
I think we should do it.
Yeah. Okay, you want to do it?
Insight.
Screw insight. Let's just do it. Go on, see what
I
the
believe
insight is.
him. I believe him.
Uh-oh.
This is the best truth ever.
Hell.
What was the insight? Oh, I see the insights now. Yeah.
Okay.
Holy.
This is why I don't gamble.
So, who's interested?
What more can you tell us? Very interested.
What how do you...
And you see off to the side of the main inn, there's a little room set aside, and you can only see the inside incense kind of flowing out of it, and you see multicolored lamps and silks inside this room. So it's a very, it looks like the type of room that you'd have a seance in. And you see some other commoners, and just normal people going in there as well. So what do you say? Man, do or do not, but I'm going to ask the White Lady some questions. So come on.
Go on.
Could be a laugh.
All right.
Is there anything unusual about the other people? They look.
They just nothing unusual, just typical 10 folk people. Maybe they're just bored. Maybe they don't really believe this halfling. Okay, follow me. Grab a cushion. Is anybody not going?
Oh, it's,
Malamak is going to stand outside. He's not
Yeah,
going to go.
and Tarwin will join Malamak outside.
as keen as Scar was, it's been a long day, and he's actually more looking forward to bed.
So Malamak, Scar, and who was the other one not participating?
Tarwin.
Tarvin. So you three
Did this
aside.
cost anything or no?
Nope. Nope.
Oh, why not? I'll go.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah. That sounds
Let's
like
do
fun.
So Malamak,
Oh,
Scar,
I am cautious of myself when I go in there.
Just keeping your hand
Yes.
on your coin pouch and things like
Yes.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
that. Okay. So while Malamak, Scar, and Tarvin retire to the beds, and we'll get there in a second if they want to do anything. Oops. Yeah, so as I said, you enter. The four of you that do enter, and yeah, you see the silks, the multicolored lamps, and Ronaldo says, "Okay, everybody, take a seat. Take a seat." And he pushes the sleeves back on his arms, raises his hands, and says, Lady who watches the lake, come to us now in our darkest hour. Tell us what you have seen. And after a moment of silence, yes, thick frost appears on the windows around this room, much thicker than the rest of it. You can still feel the warmth from the fire inside of the inn, but the frost here is extra thick. And they turn just opaque with the amount of stuff in there, and the candles in the room go off one by one by one. I sense you, White Lady. You are close. We urge you to come to us now. Tell us your truths. Friends in the seance, please help me reach out to the White Lady. Please. What does... Let's start with Shajaya. He's asking you to help bring the White Lady here. What do you do or say, if anything?
Well, could I do a which would a Arcana is not for this situation, is it? I have to do a insight.
Well, you
See
tell me
if
what
this guy,
you tell me
if this
what
person-
Shajaya
okay.
is doing, and I'll tell you what to roll.
I want to check that this guy is not tricking us, but I don't want to give it away. I want to just do it subtly so that he doesn't know what we're capable of.
Okay, make an insight check.
Ooh, that's good.
So insight. Oh, what's that updating for me? So what did you roll, Shajaya?
24.
This is not updating for me. It's annoying. Let me just switch across to something else. Just having some technical difficulties here. Weird. Oh, there we go. It's insight 24. So while this halfling is raising his hands and intoning the spirits, you get a close look at his face, and you believe that he is in contact. He's trying desperately to bring the White Lady back. And you notice his you look at his, every so often his eyes flick open, and you just see the whites of his eyes and nothing else. And you've noticed that the thick frost appearing on the windows, and yeah, it's definitely
Okay.
he's okay. He believes
Okay.
it.
Okay, let's continue. What do you say? What have you got to tell us? Or, excuse me, is there anything we could do to help you bring the White Lady forward? Anything we need to say?
Just beckon her, invite her in. Reach out with your mind, reach out with your spirit, invite her in.
Okay, I'm picturing her.
Okay. Make me a persuasion check, Shajai.
Oh, God.
And pretty good. So you reach out and with a mind beckon the White Lady close. You notice the frost on the window gets just a little bit thicker. It's a little bit thicker. What does Bugsy do?
Bugsy just wants to watch. He's a little bit skeptical, I think.
Okay. The halfling implores, everybody, please reach out with your mind. Welcome the White Lady in. Bugsy's still quiet?
He's too focused on his Maybe I'll ask Shajaya how she feels about this. I'm like, hey, you think this guy's serious?
I think that he thinks he is, and we just need to focus and picture her standing here in front of us. You don't have to say anything. You just have to picture it. You'll be okay. You'll be safe.
Okay. It better be, otherwise you're giving me my coins back if I lose them. Alright, what do I have to do?
What are you doing?
We're just
Oh, sorry.
picturing her standing in front of us.
I'll just let
Yeah.
the white lady in.
Okay, make a persuasion check as well.
I'm just looking at my.
As you reach out, Bugs, you notice the frosting. It doesn't get thicker, but you notice like almost like little fingerprints tracing patterns on the frost. Nothing you can read, but sort of patterns dancing across from the various frosted windows. What does Tarvin do? Oh, Tarvin. No, sorry. Cal. Let's go to Cal.
Well, I'm always relied on my trusty knee for my magical sense here. So I'm seeing if the little hairs on the back of my beard are in fact standing on end. So I will moan, "Oh, white lady," and what do you want me to do from there?
Well, the hairs on your arms are definitely standing up on end. Your trick knee is definitely throbbing. Something's going on here. And as you reach out to the white lady, I need a persuasion check from you as well.
12 or what?
Okay.
Did you roll, Cal?
Yes, I did. A 12.
That's not coming through
10
to me,
plus
that's
2.
fine. Wow.
Okay.
So you reach out, Cal, and you're not really getting the connection. And you reach out with all your might, and then one of the windows actually shatter, and a cold breeze rushes in. Twitch.
So I speak directly to the white lady and say, bloody hell, stop breaking windows and turn up already.
You can choose. You can make a persuasion check or an intimidation check.
We're rolling for intimidation here.
All right.
Oh, terrible.
And another window cracks open, and more of this cold air rushes in. I'm going to ask Bugsy if you could just roll me a plain old D20.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 20.
Ah.
She's back in the game. I mean, he.
So with half of you failing and half of you succeeding, is very much on a knife edge whether the white lady would appear or not. So what I had you do there was a luck roll, and you rolled very well on your luck roll. You had to get 11 or above. And you hear Ronaldo. Nobody asked us his name. Nobody even asked NPCs their name. But his name is Ronaldo. Oh, the lady is here. I can feel her. I can feel her. Please, if you have questions to ask her, answer her now. Question her now. Maybe she has the answers that you're looking for. Speak
I
up.
want to ask her what's at the bottom of the lake.
You don't.
Can I?
Well,
Sorry.
you don't hear an answer, but you see scratched into the frosting of the window, those windows that remain. You see, my husband's treasure, many gold pieces.
We can't physically see the white lady.
What?
No.
Sorry, what did she scratch in?
My husband's
Mini gold pieces.
treasure. Yeah, my husband's treasure, many gold pieces.
Ooh.
And you're not hearing the lady. She's communicating by, like, writing on the frosted windows. So this was actually written on the window. You didn't actually hear a voice.
Okay.
I also want to ask her about the three missing people and if their bodies are around or in the lake.
Another window breaks open. You have angered her! You are asking her questions that she knows not the answer to.
The answer is no.
I
I
would,
don't know.
Does she know where
could
the
I do a
cauldron is?
guidance check
A guidance check for what?
to see if we're missing something she's trying to communicate to us, or is she
You can try an insight, something about the white lady. It's going to be a hard roll.
Okay.
So make an insight and then add a d4 onto it.
okay.
Yep, and a d4.
Oh,
Even with a 15, really hard to know what her motives are.
okay. So she's just really telling us what Ronaldo has already said. And I don't seem to have any magical skills that I could use that I haven't already tried.
Can you tell me if those fishermen are dead?
You see scratched on the frost the words yes, and then you say, you see a name scratched, and you see this name, Maud Chiselbone, and then the word hag. So yes, Maud Chiselbone, hag.
Where can we find the remains?
Where can you find the remains?
Gotta
So
take proof to the sheriff.
Scratches cave and lake loch Dinashir. Sorry, not cave or cave. Little typo there. I sense she is fading. She's fading. Think about your next question. You can ask one more question, and then I fear she will leave us.
can you give us? Can you please tell us approximately where in the lake the treasure might be? Is it in what direction? How far from the shore?
Just a sec. You see the words 2 miles from the shore.
2 miles. Okay.
And then whoosh, all the windows shatter inside of this room. Actually, let me show you the cool little piece of art. East Haven. Yeah. Yep, this is what you see. This is Ronaldo here challenging the spirits. Okay, so all the windows in that room disappear, and Ronaldo comes back to himself and says, "Oh, that was intense. Oh my goodness. Did anybody seek the answers they were looking for?"
So,
Sort of. I think, yeah.
Thanks for that. That was
Some.
fun. I say.
I was hoping that we would get more information, but thank you anyway.
You're most welcome. And thank your friends.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting any information, so.
Thank your friend Scar for the beer. It's very much appreciated.
I'll give him 5 silver pieces. I'll give him a tip.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, if you forgive me, I'm going to retire for the evening. That takes it out of a halfling.
Alright. We should go to our rooms, so I think it's a bit late.
Okay. Mullamuck, Scar, Tarvin, what are you guys doing while these guys are up to black magic?
Are we in the same room?
You hired, you rented 7 rooms.
Okay. Right.
One of which was a place where Grunt, I think his name was Grunt, was staying.
We don't know which one.
Oh, the barkeep tells you.
Okay. Should we go search that room, gentlemen?
Lovely idea.
Okay, let's do a bit of a good search of the room, looking for anything out of place, any clues, dust that's been moved, scratches.
Investigation check, please.
Oh gosh.
7, 15,
Searched up and down and nothing.
carbon, 18. You do search up and down. You know this happened about 10 days ago, and probably other people have come and stayed in the room since then, so you find nothing of interest.
Yes, that's fair enough.
Do we? How is Tarvin looking? Is he looking well?
Tarvin?
Oh. Thank you for your concern, but I'm okay. If you're wondering about the thing inside me, then it's okay.
Do you have any
movement.
slard cuts at the moment?
No, I am. I'm actually in no pain at all at present.
Oh, fantastic.
Maybe there's somebody in this township that might be able to help you.
I'd be most grateful if we could find the time.
I think they burnt the last guy who might have been able to help you.
Well, maybe not.
All this is true.
Tarvin, after this fruitless search, is going to go back to his room and retire for night. But he's. Can I barricade my door? Is there any kind of dresser or chair I can use to?
Sure, you can put a dresser up against it, no problem.
Okay, yeah, and I'll go to sleep.
Okay.
Malamark goes to the room, and through the wall, Tarvin may be able to hear him playing pan flute as he retires for the night as well.
Nice. Okay, so you all retire for the night. The 9-fingered one can get the hit point back from the long rest, but still down a digit. And morning comes. No one comes into your room at night to murder you. There are no black riders coming in the night.
We'll get our things together and hit the road then, or the coast then.
Yes.
Yes, let's.
Okay.
Tell them about what we heard at the seance last night as well.
Oh,
Okay. So,
Oh, okay.
now you head out onto Lake Dinishire. Whoops. Head out onto Lake Dinishire.
We walk on it.
Well, one, I was
Yeah,
gonna
it's
mention
frozen.
that.
Oh,
One
okay.
problem is the axe beaks are kind of slipping and sliding around a little bit. They're great in deep snow, like along the trails, but along the loch, they're kind of almost like ice skating their way around. So do you just leave them back at East Haven, or what do you do?
We trade them in for a dog and sleds.
the dog is
Available.
out of our price range.
Sorry?
I mean, the X-Beaks did wonders along the snow, along these roads, and if you headed up here, you know, across the tundra, that'd be great. It's just this little bit of ice on Loch Dinishir that they're struggling with. And you speak
hanging
dogs,
on to.
dogs would as well. You imagine a
I
dog
think
with
we
ice
just
right, it's
leave-
just going to slip around.
Yeah.
Our snowshoes would be okay though on the ice.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
Well, I think
let's
we're
leave them behind.
Tony then.
All right.
Yep, we'll
Yeah.
leave them at the stables and we'll return to collect them.
Is there? Do we pay? Do we pay for the stables, or is it all free and such?
You could have them stabled for, let's say, 5 silver pieces. I'll keep them there for
What's
a
our
good couple of days.
general kitty looking like, Cal?
I was just checking that now. I think we're still 14 silver, 10 copper to the good,
All right, cool, fantastic.
and that 50 gold pieces for the 1 bloodstone that we've got. If we need
Yes,
to
of
do it.
course.
10
Of course.
silver as well. So,
Fine.
yep. All right then. Snowshoes.
We
Hey,
got
Question: did we have a long rest?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, we did have a long rest overnight.
So, leaving the relative warmth of the White Lady Tavern, you head out north, kind of heading along the side here, looking out for signs of the fishermen and doing the best you can. On the lookout for caves as well. Can I all have you make perception checks, but everybody make it a disadvantage, please, because of the conditions out here.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Ah.
Oh my goodness. So 8. Bugsy's yours hasn't quite come through yet.
Neither was mine. I did it.
I rolled a
Mine's
mighty
on
5.
roll
Oh, yes, there it
20.
is. There it is.
Oh, sorry, I see it there. Yes.
Yes.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So the best is Shijaya. Do you want to roll again and take the worst roll there?
Yes, yeah. Oops.
Oh, 16. So 16's 5, 3, 7. So you're traveling along the shoreline, and I mean, the weather really starts to kick in, and you're struggling to even see like 10 feet around you. And since Shajaya was the person who rolled highest, can you roll me a d20, please, Shajaya?
Yeah, sure. Fourteen.
Okay, let me just look something up. 14. Oh, interesting. So you're wandering around the shoreline, as I say, even those with dark vision, you're struggling to see as you head across the plains. It's almost turned into almost a battle of survival with this weather kicking in. And as you're walking around, you hit past some bits where there's some rocks and other bits and pieces. And you manage to see your party members that 10 feet around you, but beyond that, not really that much. But you've got sort of connections and you're keeping together as a group. But then Shajaya, you spot off to the side a light source. It's kind of glowing. It's you see it. It's got like it gradually peters out till you can't see any more of it. But you suspect this light source is behind a rock, not that far away
Okay.
from you. You can't see the source of the light, but you see the luminance of the sight of the light. What do you do?
I go towards. I say, I can see a light over there, everybody. Do you
This
think
is
we
what you
should go
see.
and check? Do you think we should go over there? Oh, okay.
Like a lighthouse almost.
Yeah,
It does look like a lighthouse.
Well, this
Or
is
like
a rock.
floodlight.
This is a rock, and there's something behind the rock that's giving this light source. As you can see from your token, like Shai, you can see bugs, a little bit of Malamak, that's about it. Sky, you have eyes on Tarvin and Twitch. And let's say you all huddle up to discuss this. So we'll can see each other. Yeah.
I've got seeing in the dark powers.
Yeah,
Yes.
so do I. I've also got stealth.
Yeah, you all can see. But regardless of whether you have dark vision or not, it's not so much it's dark, it's just that this blizzard is raging around you. So it doesn't really matter if you have dark vision or not, you're all seeing the same thing. It's not a darkness thing, it's a snowstorm thing.
Which side are we coming from?
You're
Up
traveling
there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, cool. I got you
this
there.
direction.
Ah,
Cool, got you now.
I think we should creep around the rock.
I think we should.
I
have a
think
look
so
at what it is.
too.
Yeah, let's be careful and do the creepy.
Should we stealth just in case there is something there that we need to hide from?
Oh, maybe I should hang behind then. I do not do stealth.
I think I might hang behind as well. My stealth is not too... I'm not too capable with the stealth.
I can do stealth, but Bugs, you also might have stealth too, right?
Yeah, me and
Maybe we
me
should go
and Twitch
together.
have stuff as well.
Okay.
Did we want to send... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, did we want to send if they agree, either Bugs or Twitch can maybe do their like supreme stealth and have a little bit of a looky around that rock, come back to us, and if they're not back in say, let's all count to 100. If they're not back by then, we should probably be worried.
Far is the rock from where we're standing? Or how far do we think it is?
30, 40 feet?
And how long is a rope?
Defeat.
Do I have a rope?
Rope.
Yep, hemp and rope is a pretty common thing. I think it's normally about 40 feet
Yep,
worth
50
of.
feet.
50 feet. Well, we could certainly tie ourselves into a
Yeah,
bit
we
of...
can. If one of you holds the rope and then we hold the other end, and we'll give it a tug if we need help, or you know.
I just fear that the rope. I think it's a great idea, but the rope might give away some of your stealthiness. One or the other. Your call. We can drag you back if things get dangerous, though.
Okay, I'll wing it.
Okay,
I'm sure
so-
I can run in the right direction.
Be careful out there.
So who's going there? It says like Bugs. Is anybody else?
Which will go too.
Yeah, Tarvin will go.
Okay. Shajaya, are you staying back?
Yeah, I'll go. But we're tied together. Is that
Softly,
right?
softly.
We're tied together?
Oh
we're not-
no, I think we decided against that one for the stealth purposes. Well, I did anyway.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys did.
Anything else you could do
Yep.
to help Shajaya?
I could do a guidance.
Ah.
Can I?
You can guidance anybody, including yourself, and this will give them an extra D4 to their stealth.
Okay, shall I try that? Okay, I'll do that. Because I just want to make sure that we don't send them to their certain doom.
Okay, so who are you guiding?
Myself. Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
Because
Yeah.
if I get
Yeah, good idea.
if I get the information, then I can help them.
Yeah.
All right. So those who are sneaking up, make me a stealth roll, and Shajai, you can add a D4 to your roll.
Oh no.
Bugsy, my
I
goodness.
roll. I've got an A next to my stealth. Does that mean that I always roll with advantage?
Should say on your character sheet.
I don't think he's just proficient. I think he's got a double.
Ah, he's an expert.
Yep.
Let's have
Oh
a-
no, sorry, I'm only an expert in intimidation and insight.
Oh, okay.
Stealth. I'm not sure why you have that, but feel free to roll at advantage, Twitch. Advantage.
that a roguey thing?
This is a gnome thing. Gnome thing.
No.
You have advantage on stealth checks to hide in rocky terrain. So that's
Yeah,
where
right.
you get it from. And this is rocky terrain, so I will give you advantage about this.
Amazing.
So let's have a look at these rolls. So, Bugsy, 28. Tarvin, 11. 21 for Shajaya and 16 for that. Okay, let me just check something. Okay, so feel free to move your tokens as you creep along. I said the light source is coming from here.
We just keep moving it? That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Shajai. Shajai, you coming down too?
Yeah.
That's lost sight of everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you do lose sight of everybody else. This blizzard is raging around you, so like Twitch, man, you sneak around trying to get a bead on this light source, and you don't get up. I'm just gonna back you up a little bit, Tarvin and Bugs. Shajaya, I'll say around here.
Okay.
And you sneaky. And you go round. And you see this creature.
God.
It's straight away.
Dressed in rags and walking. It's humanoid, it's just severely frostbitten. And this beam of light comes out of its head. And it turns around.
Great.
And looks directly at Tarvin. And this beam of light shoots from its eyes. I need everybody to roll me initiative.
I like that creature from Thor.
Yes.
Whoa.
Go.
Oh.
Okay. So let me put the creature on as you can actually see it now. Let's see, initiative up. And turn. This guy can. Initiative set up. Okay, Twitch, what'd you get?
You got a
I rolled
5.
2. And then add 3, so at 5 total.
5. Scar?
15.
Cal?
Oh,
10.
Shajaya?
11.
Got
Tarvin?
15 all right.
Tarvin got 14.
Malamak?
21.
Oh, nice. Okay. Because of the not too terribly stealthy roll by Tarvin, and this guy did manage to spot you, not anybody else, but everybody know that something is going to go down, so there's no surprise round. But Malamak, what are you doing? What do you do?
How far? Yeah, I'm going to go. Hold on, just need to find out one. It's a bit hard without this thing here. Cool. I reckon that I might go here to 30 feet here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's 30 to there.
Okay.
Have I got line of sight on it?
Well, it depends what your token
Have I
can
got-
see.
I can see half of him.
So I'm going to say he has cover from you, kind of a bit behind the rock. So he's going to have +2 to his AC.
Okay, well I'm still going to cast my magic stone, grab some pebbles and turn them into some stones.
Okay, nice.
And have it. That's a bonus action. And can I throw one of those at him, please?
Yes, you may.
Cool.
Does this
Oh, it was a 17, but then it became a.
So
That come
12. Yep, 12.
Yeah.
You throw it and it just goes wide. It clanks off a rock and yeah, the rock. In fact, the rock gets in the way and you clack off this big rock in the middle here and it just bounces off. No damage. So that's your bonus, your action, and your movement. So I'm going to switch.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, move over to Scar.
So Scar is, does he hear the creature? Or does he see the light coming from the creature? I suppose he's charging straight towards the light.
Yeah.
The moment he senses that trouble's on.
And thankfully to the light, you can see Shajaya, Twitch, and everybody else because you're illuminated by this creature.
Oh, okay. I turn to Cal, and say, if I go that way, you go this way, yeah? And leave it up to him to decide what he wants to do, and I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just heading as much towards the light as I can.
Yep. Now you can also, if you don't want to attack, you can move another 30 feet if you like. That's called the dash action.
Of course, yes, I will do that. 5, pivoting a little to get around that rock, 10, 15. And, g'day, mate. Swords out. Oh, Jesus, your face looks terrible.
Make me an insight check, Scar. An insight check.
Insight. There we go. A mighty 10.
Okay, thank you for rolling that. I appreciate it.
I had much joy in rolling that.
You see your companions going towards you, but this thing very much has got its cold being very much focused on you. What do you do?
Yeah. I'm gonna fire an arrow at him with my longbow. See if that does anything.
That will be a disadvantage because of the breeze going all around, but sure, go for it.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Yep.
Ah,
with a disadvantage, it just thucks into the rock right next to it. The arrow collapses and goes to the ground.
All right, I'm going to move there in that case. I'm very wary of this guy. I'm just going to move up to here.
Okay, now let's have a look. I'm seeing you duck away and hide behind the rocks. It sees Scar behind it, but then its eyes turns and focuses on. Actually, as you're around it, it kind of reaches into itself and it glows, gets even brighter. I need everybody in this circle. So Scar, Shajaya, and Bugs all make me Constitution saving throws. Shajaya, Bugs, and Scar, Constitution saving throws.
Oh, man.
Oh, dear.
Having the shocker tonight.
Good old natural one.
Mm-hmm.
Shajaya, 18.
Is diarrhea a thing in D&D? I think that's just what happened.
Can be, and Bugs. Oh, sorry, Bugs. Constitution saving throw, Bugs.
Hey, sorry.
That's right.
Constitution saving throw. Ooh, I think that's okay.
So this light just goes boom. Shajai, you throw your arms up just in front of your face for the same time. Bugs, you do the same thing. But Scar, it gets you right in the eyes. And do you see that?
Oh no.
No, you don't. You go blind.
Oh no.
So you see absolutely nothing with this bright light goes into your eye. And as you can see from the map, you don't actually see anything, right? So that
That's scary.
So that was its bonus action, just reaching in and going, boosh, and then it turns its ray onto you, Bugs. And ooh, lucky. It shoots this ray and it misses you, and you hear a crack over here as part of the rock that you're around before just cracks and falls to the ground. And that will be its turn. Wait a sec. And then it lights pales a little bit. And you notice the glow around it.
Regenerate.
Well, not quite. The glow gets decidedly smaller. And then it goes somewhere. Where did it go? Actually, no, it turns its light completely off, but that would be silly otherwise. So the light fades. Let's get my token right. Yeah, damn it! The light completely fades. So we'll do that.
Wow.
And we'll do that. And where did it go? Oh. Shajaya.
Okay. So I can't see the Coldlight walker now.
I don't know, can you?
Well, the light has faded away, but it looks to me like there's still a little bit of light. I would like to get close enough to him
Okay.
to try the thorn whip to pull him out, to knock him over.
Sure. Yeah, make your thorn whip
but-
attack. I mean, I can see what you see, Shajaya, and you see him right at the edge of your
Okay.
vision, right? Like you see a
Yeah,
little bit
so
of scar.
I'm within. Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you can attack with your thorn whip, absolutely.
And I'm within the 30 feet, so I'm
Yeah,
going to have a
easily.
try. Let's go.
Okay, so throwing out your thorn whip comes out, and it does connect with him. Roll damage for that.
Damage. I'm sorry, I'm a bit lost now.
That's
Can
right.
you please direct
I
me
can.
to that?
Absolutely. So if you look on your sheet, you clicked on
Yeah.
your thorn whip attack, right, in your actions.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
next
Oh,
to
I
it-
see. Got it.
Yes, that 1d6 thing in the jig. So roll your 1d6.
Oh.
Catches into me, takes 2 points of damage. Now you don't have to drag him towards you, but you can drag him towards you if you like.
Will he fall over?
No, he won't fall over, but he will get closer.
Who have I got around me? I've got Twitch, Carvin.
And a blinded scar.
think- Yeah. Well, is it possible for him to move with the thorn whip around him?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he can move. You can drag him up to 10 feet towards you if you like. But then that'll be it. He's not grappled or
thinking if-
restrained or anything.
Okay, if I drag him towards me, then perhaps one of the other team members can do some damage to him while he's
Absolutely.
immobile.
Love
Yep.
to.
Okay, so you
Okay.
get your thorn whip out, wrap it around the cold like the walker, and he gets dragged towards you. Shajaya, make me an insight check. And I will say thank you for that.
Oh,
Hell!
5, that's 25. I'm going to dash. 6, 7. So that puts me into combat range.
Oh,
I'm going to do my extra attack action.
Going to do action
Alright.
surgery?
Yes, I believe that is the one.
Okay, cool.
So I will have a go then with ye old battle axe of luck.
Okay, battle axe.
Of not much luck.
Oh no, that's a miss. I'm afraid, Cal. But you do rush up, swing at it, and doesn't connect, unfortunately. Bugs.
Just gonna walk in the direction that I saw it go, because I can't really see much.
You see Scar going around in the...
Scar's dropped to his not his knees, but he's on one knee at the moment, like a boxer might be, just trying to.
Okay.
Oh, because
Wangle
he's
his head.
blind, eh? You poor thing.
You think you
Let me go
guys don't
this
see
way.
much. He sees even less.
5, 10.
He took an arrow to the knee, exactly.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm actually in the dark.
Mission successful,
I
says
don't
the
know where
DM.
I'm going.
Oh, I can actually see where he is. Is that because I've got night vision? No,
Maybe I'll go.
That's because he's in your
Maybe
way.
I'll go up to Scar.
no, it's not.
Yeah, I'll go up to Scar.
Oh, what's that next to Scar?
Is that
Well,
the
Scar
guy?
wouldn't know.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is
How-
the guy. I thought it
But
was
how
another
much
character.
movement did you use to get there, though?
I was over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna
Yeah.
shoot him.
But you did wander around here, to be fair.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you what,
I'll
what
just stop.
what you could
I'll
do,
just
though,
stop there.
why don't you take a bunny hop? And then I'll say you can get close enough
Okay.
to him.
Yeah, I'll do
Call it
that.
a bunny hop?
Yeah, bunny hop.
Rabbit hop. Okay, so
Yeah, that's
rabbit hop. So you wander around here for a little bit in the dark. You finally get a bead on him, and you take a bunny hop over here. And yeah, you can shoot him with an arrow. Once again, at disadvantage.
Okay.
Because of the wind. And
Oh, I got 15.
that's roll damage as your arrow shoots out. Pull back the drawstring and pachoo!
Oh, I think I accidentally rolled it twice. 14. Do I get sneak attack on that one?
Because you rolled at disadvantage, no, you don't.
Okay.
That's
So
one of the
just
rules.
9.
Just 9. Yeah, but you do pull back your arrow, get a good shot on him, and pierces him from 9 points of damage. I mean, that hurt him, but it's hard to tell how much damage he's taken because he's this weird creature, so I don't know.
Okay.
Did you make an insight check, Cal? I can't remember.
No, I did not. I can do an insight check for you.
You can make me an insight check. Oh, man.
Oh,
Theme for
Thank
the
you
evening.
for that. Bugs! You shoot him with an arrow, take some damage. He's still around. Twitch! Finally, your turn.
What?
Oh, so
Wow.
I have something called two-weapon fighting. Does that mean that I get to hit strike twice with weapons if I've got a dagger in each hand?
Yes, you can.
Amazing. So what I'd like to do is just saunter on up to him. I've got 15 feet to walk.
Uh-huh.
Looks like. Put myself here.
Yep.
Ooh, wrong one. Need to use the clicker. Yeah.
So roll your first attack.
Right. Do I roll at advantage because of sneak attack?
No, but if you do hit, it will do extra damage. You don't get advantage, but you might do bonus damage if you hit.
Oh, terrible.
Just clangs off his armor. Though, now with your offhanded attack, you can attack with a dagger again.
Mhm.
So roll another attack. Okay, that actually hits. So two things to note. When you attack with your offhand, like your dagger does a d6, I believe. Is that right?
Dagger does a 1d4 plus 3, it says.
Not plus 3. When you use your offhanded attack, you don't get that plus 3 extra damage.
Got it.
Okay? But you did hit. So roll me a d4 for the hit, for the damage. You don't get any bonuses on top of that. And then a d6 for the sneak attack.
Here we go, D4.
So D4 is from the dagger hit.
Oh, nice.
Also 4 damage. That's good. Yep. And then roll a D6 for the sneak attack.
Oh, very, very sneaky.
But regardless, you come up to him, swing once, it misses, but then you kind of get him right under the ribcage. Dig your dagger in. Make me an insight check, Twitch.
Here we go, inside.
You're right next to this walker. I'm going to whisper something to you, Twitch.
Ooh. Where are you whispering, in Discord or here?
Roll 20. Okay. Malamak.
May I hide for my bonus action at the end?
Where are you going to hide?
Just this is rocky terrain. No, there's no rocks around me, eh? Alright, never mind.
You could.
Is it the two we've been fighting the bonus action?
Sorry. You're right. Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
So your extra attack was a bonus action, so yeah, you're out of actions.
Right.
Okay,
Sorry,
Malamak.
Mate. Malamak calls out, "I hear you fighting. Where are you?" to try and get some sort of bead as to which direction to run in.
Westish.
Can anyone? Westish. Cool. Okay, I'm going to go. Oh, whoops, the wrong thing. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3,
I see you.
4, 5. What's there? And I can see him on the edge there. Cool. I'll come around here for 6, and I'm going to throw one of my little magic stones at him.
Hey,
Again.
Add disadvantage with this wind howling around you. Don't think we did that the
Yeah.
first time, but we can do that now.
No, it was a terrible throw anyway. That would have been my throw in any case. Disadvantage. Let's have a roll. Hoo hoo hoo. Ha 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 ha.
12. Not bad, but the wind carries
Not
the
enough.
arrow. Shh, goes away.
The old rock flies into the hell. I didn't do an insight check before though. Do I get to do one now?
Not from there.
Oh, it needs
not
to be
close
right
enough.
up and close.
Yep.
Ah.
Scar! What do you do?
Well, after shitting himself, he's got this weird sense of fear which he's never felt before. He calls upon his divine sense. Man, I don't even know if this will work. And it as an action. Sorry, is this like what he believes this thing must be evil to do what it's done and make him feel this sense of fear. He thinks that's what it is because people have spoken about it. And until the end of his next turn, he can sense or can he sense this thing within 60 feet of him? Fiends, undead, celestial.
What are you casting?
Oh, so it's a paladin thing. Divine sense.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yes, it's going to take your full action to do it.
Oh, okay.
And-
Yep.
And you detect where it is. I'll give you your sight back temporarily. Actually, I put some poo on top of you. I'll just move that to the side for now. Perfect. So you see a lot now, right? And that's where you sense
what?
it is. Like right
Okay.
here. Okay.
And he's calling on the Morning Lord to give him guidance and all that sort of thing.
Uh-huh. Now.
But it takes him so that's his whole thing. That's all he can do, yeah.
That's right.
Dang.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
He's really calling on that guidance now, oh Morning Lord. All you've got, guidance-wise, Morning Lord. Where are we?
No,
Constitution.
Shajai can't cast it. It's a full action to do it.
Oh, you sensed it? No, it's not good.
Yep, you're still blind. You can move if you like.
Yeah, he moves to here and says, "Is that all you got, you pathetic?" And he says some words in Draconic.
Okay, nice. Tarvin.
Yeah. Okay. I can see Malamonk, and that's it. So I'm just gonna. Right. Oh, okay. Everyone's completely surrounded. I'm got no choice but to go ranged.
Okay.
Oh no, I can still hit him from there, right? If I would go melee.
Yep.
Okay. That's what I shall do. But this time I'm going to use 2 short swords, 2 weapon fighting.
Okay.
Okay.
So first attack.
It's the first one. Oh, not so good. Oh, that's right.
16 hits.
Okay, and again.
Damage.
I'll roll damage.
Ooh, 9, nice. Got it.
Okay.
Second attack.
And now next one.
That hits as well. So just roll a d6 for this damage, though. You don't get the
Okay.
+4.
So we go. Oh, terrible.
1 extra 1 damage. It all adds up. Come in and stick him a couple of times. Once again, the Coldlight Walker reaches into himself, lets out this bright light. I'm
does.
going to need... This is probably going to be everybody. Yep, everybody. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Including Scar? Is this the same thing?
No, except for Scar.
Yay!
No.
He's staring with tears in his eyes of blindness.
Wait a sec, I just lost my thing here. Okay, so let's have a look.
I accidentally rolled that twice. I accidentally did that twice.
Okay. So let's look at these con save. Cal, you're fine. Malamak, do you see that? No, you don't.
Yeah, I'm blinded.
Yeah.
Where do you go for
Bugsy.
conditions?
Bugsy, do you see that? No, you don't. Tarvin, you're fine. Twitch, you're fine. Shajaya, you're fine. So, those who are blinded, who is blinded? It was Malamak and... Who was the other one?
Bugsy.
Bugsy. So, you guys are blind. Just mark you as blind, and Bugsy. And you are blind.
Oh no.
And then... Not that you see this. It's going to look at this blinded creature.
I need to do an insight check or no?
If you're right next to him, you can make the insight check. Let me just check. Okay, so this thing, those of you who do see it, it gets a bead on Bugs. Bugs, you don't see this coming at all. So this is going to be at advantage. And it shoots
Bugs
this.
doesn't see anything coming at the moment.
And Bugs, what's your AC, Bugs?
16.
16. Okay, this is what you see. You see this cold light hit Bugs. And Bugs, you don't see it coming. But it does 32 points of damage to you.
Holy moly.
And you fall to the ground and you see Bugs
Why me?
is dying. And then
Really
this
can't
creature...
see anything.
Yeah, it gets even worse. And then this creature brings out this huge clawed hand. Looks at Scar. Scar, who also can't see him. And is going to roll at advantage with his big, huge claw. Comes down. And... and... Scar is wandering around saying, oh, what the hell? Where am I? Where am I? and thankfully just clanks off the back of his armor without Sky even noticing the attack was coming.
Who did that?
And then... doesn't want to be here. It is going to try to move away. Twitch. Is it gonna do this? Does it make sense? How could I be mean? Actually, it's going to move there. So Cal, Tarvin, and Twitch, you can have an attack of opportunity if you like.
Yes, sir. And
Cal, Tarvin, and Twitch.
so that's just our normal weapon?
Just your normal weapon. Yep, it has to be a melee attack unless you have a special thing, which you wouldn't at this level.
Does Scar get one just because he can sense them until the end of his next turn?
Ooh, wow, Cal, that hits.
Booyah.
So roll damage for that with a critical.
Oh, Tarvin
come
crit
on!
as well.
Leave my nice monster alone.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's,
Natural 20.
Oh man, two
Natural
natural
20.
20s. Okay, so yeah, roll damage. Twitch, that misses. But we still need that damage from Tarvin, and Tarvin...
Yeah.
Okay,
Good
take
work,
the
guys.
mistake. No, you don't, Scar, for two reasons. One, you can't see it, and two, it has to leave your attacking range.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So this is why Shajaya didn't get an attack of opportunity, because it didn't leave her threat in range. So that was only Cal. Yeah. Yeah, that's its turn. Shajaya.
Well, I think what I would like to do is use one of my weapons against it, but hopefully I can manage to do that without getting blinded. So I might need Cal and Tarvin.
The intense
Help me
light
out
has
if this
faded
goes
from the
wrong.
cold light from the walker. You might get blinded on its turn, but you won't get blinded this turn.
I'm going to stand right in front of him, as close as I can get, and I'm going to use my ice knife.
Oh.
Okay, maybe not that close, maybe that close. Sure, make ice knife, sure.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that's a good roll. Now, I'm gonna spells ice knife. Now, I'll say you do know this about ice knife. If you throw ice knife, it'll maybe hit the cold light walker, but then it'll also explode, and all creatures within 5 feet of it will take damage as well.
That's just more.
Do you still
That
want to
includes
cast
me.
ice knife? And Malamak and Scar.
Oh dear. Scar's already in a bad way, isn't he?
Can't see, but he's in a better way than Bugs, who's on the ground bleeding out.
Is Bugs within the 5 feet?
Legs is
Nope.
dead.
Bugs is not dead, but she's
Okay, well
dying.
then,
Dead.
You have to make some saving throws.
is she within the 5 feet?
Oh,
Sorry, I'm
Bugsy.
just trying to figure out.
Sorry, carry on.
Is Bugsy within the 5 feet?
No, she's not. Yeah. And by
Okay,
the way,
well then I'm
by the
gonna
way-
do it. Yeah.
Bugs, your maximum hit points is 17. It did 32 points of damage. If it had done 34 points of damage, you'd be insta-dead.
Oh.
At the moment, you're dying, but you're not dead. So here's an option.
Well, I think
You could go over and help Bugs with
Yeah.
a cure wounds. If you do that, though, this guy will get a free
Yeah.
swipe at you.
Yeah, well, I just want to stab him.
Okay. Stabbing.
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
The ice knife, isn't that how that works?
But that'll be. I think your best option is probably Thorn Whip again.
Oh, really? Okay. I will take your advice and do that.
Okay. Thorn Whip comes out again. Roll to hit. And the Thorn Whip does hit. Let's roll damage on that. Once again, just next to where it says Thorn Whip there.
Oh.
Not good. But it all adds up. He's starting to look a little rough. Now, do you stay where you are? If you move away, he's going to get a free hit on you.
No.
Okay, cool. So the Thorn Whip comes out, hits him a little bit. Cal.
Right. Here? Can I get... Yep, I can get there.
Yep.
Didn't like axe up them. Try some more axe.
With a battle axe,
Not
you raise
axe.
it. And no, it just clanks off his hide. It's the hide doesn't hit.
That ends my turn.
Okay, Bugs, make me a death saving throw. Do you know how to make a death saving throw?
No.
Just roll me a plain old d20.
Okay.
The higher, the better.
Oh, yeah.
17.
Is that a success?
Yes, it is. So you have one success. You see on your character sheet I just changed it?
Yeah.
If you have 3 successes, you don't die. If you have 3 failures, you die.
Okay.
And a natural 20
Looking
is
good
2
so far.
successes, and a natural 1 is 2 failures. So in other words, yeah, you're safe for the next round, at least. Twitch!
Okay.
The Bugs are just bleeding out on the ground. Twitch!
Nay, so I'm going to rush him and stab him again. So I'm going to pick this up, run to that spot there, and attack twice with my daggers.
Sure. So first attack with your main hand. Swing, and that just hits.
Wait,
Throw your normal damage for your dagger, and then a d6 after that. So your dagger does 7. Yep. And your sneak attack damage, 2. Nice. Okay, so you get your dagger in and stick him.
Great. Rolling with the second dagger. Here we go.
Okay. But that one does hit again, just. So just roll a plain old d6. A d4, sorry. D4 for 2. Okay, so once again, stick it. It hurts. It groans out in pain. Malamak, what do you do? You're blinded.
I'm blinded. I've been looking at it. I'm a bit scared to run away because he gets advantage on me and he'll probably smack me and that sort of thing. Can I just take a swing at a square?
Which square?
I'm probably, like, I don't know. I have a feeling like I'll go for this one here.
So just to the south of you? Okay.
Yeah, that's
make
the
an
one.
attack if you like, but with disadvantage.
I'm going to use my my stick, but I won't shillelagh it because I don't know what I'm doing. Where is it? Where is my actions? Go. So quarterstaff. There you go.
So take a thwang.
And then I do it at disadvantage, eh?
Yeah, so roll again.
Because I'm blind.
Take the lowest. Yep.
Yeah. Oh well.
That is a 16, and you do connect with something, and it is in fact the Coldlight Walker. So roll damage.
Okay, so I roll that. Whoop. Oh.
Pretty sure they are. Just roll again. It's automatically done a crit for you.
Oh, has an automatic. Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. I'll just roll again. Sorry.
Just roll again. Yep.
Yeah. There we go. That's good.
3. That's much better than what you rolled before. So you reach out blindly, and you do thwack him, and you feel resistance. And you know it's not one of your friends. Do you stay where you are, Malamak?
I'm not going to run away. I think he's going to hurt me and hurt me bad.
Okay, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Con saving throw. Boom.
And the light comes back.
Yay!
I think that's right. You should see around you now.
Yes. Oh, wow. Whoa.
You did pick
Okay,
the right
everyone,
spot.
that's a big party. I could have picked Shajir.
You're still wandering around in the dark. You don't know where anything
Yeah,
is.
so I don't want to swing because I don't want to hurt nobody. So yeah, I suppose he'll just stand there and send abuse out to this thing.
I will say that you did actually. Here's the.
I'll say candles brighter than you.
You did hear bugs scream and fall
In
to
what
the
direction?
ground. Make a perception check.
Count to me there. Oh man, I just cannot roll over 10. I
You're not
cannot
sure.
roll over 10 today.
You're not sure where bugs is.
So he'll just stay where he is screaming abuse, I suppose, unless he can get his sight back.
Well, if you do get your sight back, it's going to be at the end of your turn.
I mean, do I sense that he's... Have I heard the thudding and stuff next to me, or is he still next to me? Do I get that sense at least?
No, you're not sure. I mean, you
Okay.
can swing wildly if you like.
No, I don't want to hurt nobody at the moment. There's nothing that I can do unless I go for another divine sight, and I'm limited to those. I'll go for it again. Yeah. I'll try another divine, not sight, divine sense.
He's to
And
the
see what I can-
northeast of you. He's in the square to the northeast of you.
That would be here, yeah.
No, that's northwest. Northeast would be here.
No. Okay. So he'll take a blind swing. Yeah. Let's go.
It's your action for divine sense. You don't get 2 actions.
Oh right. Yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. And then he'll just go, yelling abuse again.
Okay, assuming you survive this, Twitch mentions that this person, he saw the actual face of this person, and he said, that's Cray Sagor. Who remembers who Cray Sagor is?
He was the guy that was sacrificed in the first village we were at.
That's right.
At the beginning.
Since Twitch wasn't here, so the guy was taken out back and you assume eaten by wolves. This guy looks very much like Cray Sagor in Twitch's opinion. So, take with that what you will. Tarvin! See you guys ganging up on this creature, just boosh, boosh, boosh from all sides, but it's still standing. What do you do?
Oh, do I get a save?
Oh, yeah, sorry, make a con save. Yep, sorry.
Oh man, my God. There we go.
Dragons are usually good at con.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you do. Your sight does come back. So we'll give you that back.
Good asking, Albert. Far out.
And you do see poor bugs bleeding out on the ground. Tarvin, what do you do?
Oh, and can I just say that Scar is holding his... he was really scared to lose his sight, and he's currently holding his shield up in front of his face.
Sure. Okay, no problem. Tarvin.
Right, I can't see anything. Oh, it looks like everyone has them well surrounded. Can I shoot an arrow with pass Sharjar?
No problem.
Okay.
Still at disadvantage though because of the wind.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm going to get at it. I can see bugs too, but I don't have any healing spells. Okay, I'm going to take a shot. That's all I can do.
Okay, take a shot. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
14 actually hits. Roll damage.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
2, 6.
6 damage. Nice.
oh.
Is that your turn, Tarvin?
Yeah, I will move back to here. That's
Okay.
me.
Everybody except Tarvin and Bugs make me a Constitution saving throw as it goes. Boosh! Once again, this bright light. Cal, you're fine. Shajaya, you are blinded. Malamak, you're fine. Twitch, you're blinded. And Scar, you need to make it as well. Let's do Shajaya. Shazai, you cannot see. Twitch, you cannot see. And Scar, you need to make another con saving throw. Scar, Albert.
I have a feeling he might have taken off his headphones for a little bit.
Sorry, was somebody saying something?
Yep, make a
Yeah,
con
you
saving
do a
throw as this
Constitution.
bright light comes out again.
Oh, I love con saving throws. Hang on.
See if you just go immediately go blind again. And you do not.
Nice.
Yay!
Oh, the shield worked. Yes.
It did. So, the Walker. So this is bonus action. It is going to it's going to reach out this massive claw. Twitch doesn't see it coming, but it attacks his Twitch at advantage and rolls a 16, which I believe will hit you, Twitch. Yep. And he does 24 points of damage to you, Twitch.
Oh my god.
And that
I've
puts
only
you
got
off.
15 hit points.
No, you're at 0 hit points now, and you're on the ground, and you are dying. Then it reaches out a second attack. Tries to go for... it's got to be Shijaya, because she can't see. Oops. That's not right. It's a 13. Does a 13 hit you, Shijaya? You can answer that question by telling me your armor class. Shajaya?
Can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yes, yes, yes.
I've got light armor, medium armor, shields.
Yeah, right at the top of your character sheet, you'll see a an armor class.
Just next to the initiative.
It's in a little shield.
Oh, 15. 15.
So despite it having advantage, it swings out and you feel this cold thing rack across your back, but it doesn't get through your armor, and it's a miss. Shajaya, you are blinded. What do you do?
Okay. If I cure, can I cure myself?
Yeah,
Or-
though I don't think you've taken any damage, so that wouldn't help.
I think she's asking whether it'll remove the blinded status.
No, it won't.
Okay. And does my dark vision help me when I'm blinded?
No.
Not really.
Tell you what, make me a
Okay.
perception check. Make me
So
a perception
I-
check. Make me a perception check.
Okay.
So with a 17.
17.
Just, you did hear Twitch make a horrible gargling sound and fall to the ground to the north of you. And if you reach round with your hands, you can feel where Twitch is. Maybe there's something you can do to help him dying?
I can cure him.
You could.
Cure him.
Is that what you wish to do?
So I'll do that. Yeah.
Go on.
Yes.
So you cast Cure Wounds. So under your spells next to Cure Wounds, just click on the D8 plus 3.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
your healing energy flows into you. And you are back at 11 hit points, Twitch. So you are not dying. So that's something. Anything else you'd like to do, Shajar?
Okay.
You can move away if you like.
I guess I should move away, but I can't see where I'm going, so I will
If you do that,
feel my way around.
if you do that, that bad guy will get a free swing at you at advantage.
Okay, so I'll stay where I am then, I think.
All right. Cool. Good
Yeah.
round, though. You bring
I'll just
Twitch. Yep.
try and be invisible right here. Now, you know how you said Cray Saga
Uh-huh.
earlier? Could you just type how you spell that? Because I think I've written it down wrong in my Google document.
Well, that's how I spell it anyway.
So, is there a chance that this cold creature is him?
In Twitch's
I
opinion,
think that it could
yes.
be.
Yes. And now that you get a
Yeah.
close look at him, you know this was the guy who was sacrificed right at the start of the campaign. Obviously a different person now.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm just going to stay here.
Sure. Cal, the sighted one.
All
What
right.
would you like to do?
Sighted one. Well, I would like to summon some help. I think this is a pretty serious encounter.
Okay.
Or actually, looking at this creature, is it looking pretty beat up or is it still looking pretty buff?
It's looking pretty beat up.
Oh, okay, alright, which case, eat axe. Alright, I'll save that for a rainy day.
Eat axe, like it. The swinging
Yeah,
with the
not quite.
axe.
Not
Just
quite.
Misses. Just misses. Okay.
Yep,
So,
think that's everything for me.
Bugs, roll me another d20.
Okay.
So you
I
want
don't need to do an
11 or
insight.
higher. No, everybody, it's been revealed that it's crazy.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So 2
got another
successes,
pass.
Bugs. That's good.
Yeah.
You're on your way to not dying. Twitch, you're on the
Nice.
ground.
Can't see.
Can't see.
I can talk to my mates. Does anybody know if he's where he is? Like, is he south of me? I just want to go and hide. I want to duck behind the rock, but don't want to bump into him on the way.
Wait, share that information with him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's to the southeast.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'm going here. And
Now,
stealthing.
because you are a rogue, you would have to take the disengage action. Otherwise, he's going to take a swipe at you.
Oh.
So you can do that as a bonus action because you're a rogue. So you can use your bonus action to dodge away so he doesn't get a free hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I
so-
also get to hide once I'm behind, or
Yep, you do.
no? Amazing. I'll do that. Disengage, run behind the rock, and stealth.
A stealth check. Okay, stealth 7. Noted. Malamak.
I think, Shillelagh!
All right. Shillelagh is cast. And the Shillelagh hits. Nice. Boosh. Roll damage for your Shillelagh.
6.
Roll a 6. You get a really good hit in him. The creature kind of stumbles to the ground for a little bit, but then it gets back up. It's just holding on to life.
Oh, come on, Scar! Get him!
Yeah, Bugs.
I'm not going to
Bugs
run away because he'll get a
dying beside me.
opportunity on me.
That's right. Now, Scar, you will know
You noticed me
that
dying
if you
beside
do,
you.
I mean, this is a choice. You can save bugs or try and hit the Coldlight Walker. One advantage you have as a paladin is you can do something called a Divine Smite, which normally does an extra 2d8 damage, but because this is undead, it does an extra 3d8 damage. So,
And if I attack, bugs will die.
maybe.
No, Bugs is looking good.
Yeah, I reckon fight him.
Bugs has had 2 successes.
I mean,
I'll have a crack. Okay, I'll have a crack with him. And should I hit? And I'll chuck Divine Smite into it. Ah.
It does cost you a spell slot, but
Yeah.
alright.
Okay, here we go.
the big swing.
21.
21
Yeah.
hits. So roll your
Yes.
normal damage.
Power it into Divine Smite. Normal damage. Of course, he's holding his shield, so it's only a standard.
Okay. So 6 plus
6
3d8.
points. 3d8. Oh, where are you? There you are. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah.
So you do 23 points of damage. Tell me,
I'm at you.
Scar, as you fire Divine Smite into your weapon, power it up, with a holy vengeance, you come down and destroy this walker. Why don't you explain to me how Scar takes out the Coldlight Walker?
Oh, well, he stabs the sword into him with one fist, his shield fist raised to the sky, and all this powerful light comes from above as he calls upon the Morning Lord, smashes into Scar, goes straight through his weapon, and dissipates the enemy
Nice.
as it channels into him.
Okay. So there's no bugs, just for fun. Make me another death saving throw. You're not going to die though. But let's just see how close you got. Another death saving throw, so another d20. That d20 bugs.
sorry, I zoned out really badly.
That's right.
D20. Oh no, I gotta
So
fail.
one failure. So Scar,
I'm hanging in there.
Scar or Shajaya.
I can help as well.
Oh, who wants to heal up
Yeah.
bugs?
It's next to me, so... Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, it's next to you. That makes sense because I can't actually see where Bugs is.
Right. And before... as much as he wants to take relish in destroying this thing, he instead turns to Bugs and powers him up with his healing, which
Lay
is
on hands?
10 points, I believe. Lay on hands.
Up to 10.
Is it 10 points?
You can do
Up to 10.
1 or you can do 10.
I'll do 1 to bring him back. Oh, I'll put in 5. Bring him back in a little bit.
Okay, with that, Bugs is brought back from death. Thanks to
His
the
Twitch is
healing-
down as well, isn't he?
No,
Is that right? No?
Shajaya healed him up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Can we do some healing? Do you need more hit points, Twitch?
Did I just go up 5?
Yes.
Yeah, so you need a bunch more
Yeah.
hit points along with Twitch.
Yeah, I need quite a few. My max is 17.
Oh, I'll give you another 5.
There you go.
Thank you.
Twitch, do you need some healing?
So I'm on
What?
11 and I've got max of 15.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, probably should have done it the other way around because I had a chance. Anyway, I'll cast a Cure Wounds on you, mate.
Oh, nice one.
There we go. 4. Perfect.
Perfect. That, full health. Comes out
That's lucky.
unscathed.
Wow. So, well done. That was a tough encounter, and 2 you went down. And if Shajaya had gone down, that would have been interesting, because that would have been one of your healers. So be thankful that and your finger still does not grow back. That's fine. But
It's alright, I've got spares.
You do. Twitch eventually reveals it to everybody. This is Cray Sagar. He was the guy who was sacrificed right at the start of the campaign. Remember, he was brought outside of Bryn Shander, tied to a post and left for dead. And now he's this, whatever this is. Interesting questions, interesting mysteries. But we will need to end it there, and we'll carry on next week.
Is there any stuff? Sorry, any loot just before we go?
Nope. Just
No loot. Cool.
No loot.
Just an undead corpse.